Hello and welcome to Alice Talks Football, and I am massively pumped up for this game. This is the Manchester United versus AC Milan live stream watch along. It's currently 1-1 on aggregate, and Manchester United have to score. And when Man United have to score, I think we do play better when we have to score. So I'm really pumped for this game. I'm excited for this game. It's a massive game. We're going to have a look at the lineup. We're going to read out your guys' live chats about the team and all that in the comments. Make sure to get your predictions down below in the live chat. Of course, slap that like button, subscribe down below. I'm going to read out the live chat. I'm going to look at the starting lineup. I mean, I can put the starting lineup across my screen now. That is the starting lineup, I believe. But guys, I'm so excited for this game because you know what? I really, really want to win a trophy. I really want to win a trophy this year, and I'd rather win the Europa League than the FA Cup. I think even though we're probably going to get top four, the Europa League is just a better trophy to win than the FA Cup. It's a European trophy. And AC Milan are a big team. You know, they're a team that we're capable of winning, but they're a team that are capable of beating us. And today, I don't want to lose. I really don't want to lose. I'm pumped up for this match. I feel like it could be, I know it's the Europa League, but it could be one of those big European nights for us. This AC Milan, they're a good team. I'm pumped for this game, but I really don't want to lose, guys. And obviously, it's a possibility we can fall out the Europa League today, but I'm excited. But you guys have got your predictions in. Someone's gone bold and predicted a 5-0 win for United. Durfee says he's so pumped for the live stream. Thank you. Hello to Jesse Jack. And Mustafa is being negative. 3-2 Milan. You know, there's a high chance Milan could go through, but there's also a chance we can go through. So yeah, I'm really excited, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like we're going. We have to score. Okay, we're going in. If it stays like this, Milan is through. But as I said, I'm positive about this. Because when United have to defend something, we bottle it. Whenever we go into a game and we have to defend something, we will bottle it. Because our defence can't do it. We bottled RB Leipzig. We bottled loads of games in the 90th minute. Whenever we go into a game and we have to turn it around, we have to score and we have to win, we do that brilliantly. So that's why, you know what, I'm not being too negative at the fact that, you know, we are behind. You know, I think going in having to score could actually work in our favour. It's going to be a difficult game. But I'm absolutely excited for the game. I'm absolutely gassed. I really want us to win this. Like, I really want to win a trophy. I really want to win the Europa League. And I really want United to win this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the starting line on my screen. But let me read out some of your comments quickly. Hi, Alice. It was my birthday Sunday. That's why I couldn't join the live stream. So please going to get a late birthday shout out. Late birthday shout out to Julian. I missed a few streams, unfortunately, but I'm here. Everyone who's on the stream, make sure you hit that like button. Share this video with your friends. And subscribe. Just need a Rashid and Greenwood masterclass. Rashford and Greenwood are two of my favourite Manchester United players, so I'm really hoping they get a goal or assist today. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and we're going to go through the lineups. We'll go through United's, then we'll talk about Milan's, because obviously Dino's in goal. I did think De Gea would play, weirdly enough, but I think that he's gone with Dino. Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw. I mean, they're giving Luke Shaw a 6.4, but we know that Luke Shaw's been class. The other thing about Luke Shaw is him and Bruno are our two most creative players. Obviously, I think if Pogba played every minute this season, he'd have created more chances than Luke Shaw. But with Fred and McTominay, they don't create a lot. And I think Tellers is a good player going forward, but Luke Shaw can create chances. So I think when you have to score with Luke Shaw and Fernandes, they both will create chances. And I'm really glad Luke Shaw's back for this game. We've got Fred and McTominay, so we probably won't. They'll probably defend Victor and Harry. You know, Kessie might win the midfield over Fred and McTominay. You know, Pogba not playing. Is Pogba 100% fit? I do think if Pogba and Van der Beek are 100% fit and fit enough to start, I would start them, but I don't know if they're fit enough to start. We've got Mason Greenwood, who was absolutely brilliant against West Ham on the right, but I hope Greenwood plays striker. And see this man, Marcus Rashford, I really hope he plays on the left because I think he'll cause more problems on the left. And Daniel James, who's in good Europa League form, but he is coming up against a low block, and I don't know if this is the game for Daniel James. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if you put Pogba on the left maybe at some point. Moved Rashford to the right. I don't think this is the kind of game for Daniel James, but I understand why he's done it. Obviously, they've got Teo Hernandez, who's quick, and Tomori, who's quick. But this side here, I guess their right-hand side is a little bit slower. But looking at the Milan team again, they've got some big names back. Kalanogyu's playing. You've got Kessie in there. Teo Hernandez, one of the best left-backs. You've got two brilliant left-backs playing today, Luke Shaw and Teo Hernandez. Two of probably Europe's best left-backs at the moment. I mean, it's going to be a good game, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. I'm going to read out your comments in the live chat. But, you know, we've got a slightly stronger lineup because if this is the difference for Man United this time. Let's look at the United bench. You've got De Gea on the bench. You've got Telles. you've got Tuanzebe, you've got Paul Pogba, Van der Beek and Diallo. And Paul Pogba, Van der Beek and Diallo is a pretty good bench. You know, Diallo scored last time. I'm really excited about this game. So make sure you get your score predictions in the live chat. I'm going to go and read out your score predictions now. But obviously that was the starting lineup. What I can do is I'll put the starting lineup there. So if you're joining the stream, you can have a look at that. Well, I've missed a few chats, guys. Let's win, for the love of God. I hope we see Van der Beek. You know what? Van der Beek is on the bench. Van der Beek is fit. I think if we need a goal and we haven't scored, now I hope we score in the first half. I hope we go 1-0 up. But if we haven't scored and we need a goal, I think he will bring Van der Beek and Pogba on. Because Van der Beek is very good at that one-touch moving the ball forward. And my Sky Sports app has crashed, which is really annoying. Not my Sky Sports, the BT Sport has crashed. The BT Sport app has crashed. This is when I can't even get the game, my luck. Which is a bit weird. People are saying 2-1 AC Milan. You know, it's going to be a very difficult game. And, you know what? I'm not going to be negative, but if Milan are very much capable of winning this tie, Milan are very much capable of going through an aggregate. Milan are a brilliant team, but I'm going to be positive. United away from home, we don't lose away from home. First thing. Second thing, when we have to score and we have to come back, we play well. So that's why I'm being positive, and that's why I'm predicting a Manchester United win. Now, we've got about 8 minutes to kick off as well, but for me, Man United away from home, Man United, I've got nothing to defend. We have to score. I'm going to be positive, and my prediction is going to be 2-0 to United. I'm going to go 2-0 to United, but it's going to be hard. I don't want to underestimate Milan. They could easily cause us problems. I mean, Kessie absolutely dominated the midfield in the first leg, but feel free to put your chats in below. I'll watch the game. I'll commentate the game. I'll read out some of you guys' live chat. As always, like, subscribe, share this video. I'm just going to tweet the link to this on the Twitter. Also, let me know if there's any problems with the stream. My Wi-Fi has been really slow today, so if there's a little bit of lag or any problem with the mic or the quality, just let me know, because my Wi-Fi has been awful today. Hello to Marlo, who says, I don't love the lineup, but at least there's goals on the bench. Exactly, Marlo. Look, I think when you need a goal, I understand that Bailly's injured. I understand that Fred are the fittest midfielders, but when you need a goal, Pogba, you want Pogba and Van der Beek in that midfield, not Fred. I absolutely agree. But I think the bench, Ahmad, unfortunately Cavani or Martial didn't travel, but, you know, Pogba, Van der Beek. I think if Fred loses the midfield, you know, with Pogba and Van der Beek, they can win the midfield. But I mean, Milan, Kessie is a brilliant player. I always knew he was a good player, but I didn't watch much Serie A. And when I saw him in the first leg, he was definitely man of the match. But I think people are saying 2-0 Milan, 2-1 Milan for sure. I mean, yeah, I hope you are wrong when you say 2-1 to Milan, but it's going to be a very, very difficult game, and I think Milan can get something from that. But guys, if there's any problem with my Wi-Fi or anything like that, just let me know below, because it's been really slow. But what's the score in the Tottenham game? People are saying that Tottenham are going to get knocked out. Let me just check my phone. I want to check the score in the Tottenham game. I could just check on my laptop. Tottenham. Wait, guys, Tottenham are 2-0 down. Ah, what bottle jobs. Imagine if Tottenham bottle it. Toxic fans around the club come onto the chat with their negativity. Look, I think it's a tough game. We can't underrate AC Milan. It's going to be a really, really tough game for United, but we've got to be positive. We've got to be like, you know what? United are away from home. Ollie loves a comeback. We love going behind and then winning games. Whenever we go behind, we win. And whenever we score first or we have something to defend like RB Leipzig, we bottle it. So I think you've got to be a little bit positive tonight. Again, it's a tough game. It's a game I really want to win. I really, really, really want to win this game. And, you know, I see McTominay. I see Fred in the starting lineup. I'm thinking we need a goal. Should Pogba be in there for Fred? Should Pogba be in there for McTominay? I think he should. But Ollie's still in train. Ollie knows who's capable to play 90 minutes. But, yeah, a big L to Spurs. I mean, Spurs can't bottle it to Dynamo Zagreb. Surely. We've had AC Milan and Real Sociedad, and they get Zagreb and that Wolfsberger. Imagine if Spurs bottle it. But hello and good luck. Thank you. Look, this is a massive game. You know, it's the Europa League, but this is the biggest it can get in the Europa League in the sense of AC Milan and United. They're the two biggest teams in the Europa League. It's, you know, we're going to score. I'm really excited for this game, and I just can't wait for kickoff, to be honest. I honestly cannot wait for kickoff, but make sure to feel free to get your chats in below. But yeah, again, I think we have a stronger bench as well. So what's Jesse's deal of it? Is bro, what you look? Oh, you're just reading the chat. As you can see here on my screen, if you look at the benches as well, I think we have a stronger bench. Now, they got the big Zlatan Ibrahimovic on their bench, and I think with Lindelof's lack of physicality, you know, Zlatan could cause Lindelof problems. Okay, They got the ex-City loanee who did nothing in the first leg. They got Sandro Tonali and Diego Dalot on the bench. But I look at our bench and I think Alex Tellers is a great backup left back, but we've got Luke Shaw. We're not going to use him. I think Tuanzebe can do a shift. I still rate Tuanzebe. But Paul Pogba, Donny van der Beek and Amad Diallo. Okay, Paul Pogba and Donny weren't available for the first leg. The midfield for me was, in the first leg versus AC Milan, Fred and McTominay were the two worst performers on the pitch, in my opinion. And Fred and McTominay are playing this game, and you know what, I'd rather Donny or Pogba start, but I don't know if they're fit enough to play full 90 minutes. Arsenal lost 1-0 to Olympiacos, lol, but they're still through, so I can't banter them. I was just looking at the scores. But I think Pogba and Donny, they could make a difference today because games are won and lost in midfield. I say that a lot. Games are won and lost in midfield. And I do think Pogba and Donny could absolutely make a difference off the bench. But feel free to get your score predictions in the chat, guys. I'm going to go and read out some of your comments in the chat. We've got about 5 minutes to kick off. Spurs look like they're going into extra time. Could Spurs be knocked out, which would be banter? Arsenal, I think, lost, so I don't know if same will show up. Arsenal are through, so I'm pretty sure no Arsenal fan really cares that they lost. But it's just a massive game. It was Matic in the first leg. It was Matic in the first leg. But we lost the midfield in the first leg. I think the first leg we weren't good in midfield. And the thing with Matic is, I don't mind Matic if he plays with Pogba, because when Matic plays, he can allow Pogba to go forward because he's a little bit more defensive-minded than McTominay. But I don't like Matic with Fred, and I don't like Matic with McTominay. And I don't really like Fred and McTominay playing together. Like, they can do a shift, and they can protect Harry Maguire and Lindelof and all of that. And I understand playing them against Manchester City, but I think when you need a goal, is playing Fred and McTominay the right decision, guys? What do you feel in that? But the thing is, we just don't know if Pogba fit enough to play full 90 minutes. That's the only thing. I mean, I do think, you know, the first goal is going to be really important. I think what I'm going to say is the first goal is really important. You know, if AC Milan score first, we've got to score two. And we're very much capable of scoring 2 goals. And if we score 2 goals, we're through. And if we score 2 goals, they basically have to score 2 to go through. So, no, they'd have to score 3. If we score 2 goals, they have to score 3. So, you know what? If we get the first goal, they will be worried, because if we get the first goal, it's 1-0. But if we get a second goal, it's 3-1 on aggregate to us, which means they have to score 3 to make it 4-3 to them, or we go through. So I think if we get the first goal, I think we will go through. But then if we get the first goal, we're likely to bottle it. But we are behind, and we are going for the goal. McTominay is spelt wrong in the red banner, is it? It is spelt wrong. Oh, classic me. I will change that. I was about to change it to Fred. I should just put Scott in there, shouldn't I? Let me I can't be bothered to edit the banner. Okay, I can't be bothered. But yeah, I just noticed that. Thanks for that. Dino or David De Gea? You know what my honest opinion is? I think they both have qualities in them. One's better. I think Dino's more confident, commanding in his box, but I think De Gea's maybe more reliable. Now, De Gea's made mistakes. Dino's made mistakes, but I think at the end of the day, I would pick De Gea because De Gea's done it. He's more experienced. He's done it years for United. Look, you know, he makes the odd error every now and then, but with a Manchester United keeper, you might have 0 shots, and then it comes to the 90th minute and you have 1 important save to make. And Dino didn't do that in the first leg, and De Gea's done that again and again and again. Now, I think Dino can reach the levels of De Gea, but I think if I had to pick one, I go with De Gea. But I'm a big fan of both, and I don't really care who plays as long as they play well. And the thing is, like, again, like, I would rather Van der Beek and Pogba play in the team over Fred and McTominay. Okay, 100% any day. But if Fred and McTominay put in the shift, I'm not going to complain today. If we win the game, I'm not going to complain that Fred and McTominay started. My only problem I have with Fred and McTominay starting is when they start again and again and again and they play poor. But what I'm going to do, actually, you guys prefer it with a timer, don't you? So what I'll do is I'm going to put a timer on my screen when the match starts, because it will start in about 1 minute. But hello to everybody joining the stream. If you're new to the stream, feel free to give it a like. Just, hit that like button down below. See if we can get 100 likes by the end of the stream. That would be absolutely awesome. Let me know your thoughts in the live chat. Remember, I will probably be about 30. So my TV is about 40 seconds behind you, and there's about a 20-second delay on the live stream. So I'll probably be about a minute behind you. So just bear that in mind. So I won't, if we're on an attack, we have a penalty, we have a set piece, I probably won't look at the chat because I don't want to spoil it. But I'll be looking at the chat. I'll be reading out your comments. I'll be reading out your thoughts. So feel free to send in your chats to me, and I'll be commentating the game. And like, guys, I'm just so excited for this. They're showing the AC Milan lineup on TV now. Calhanoglu is going to cause us problems. Like, we were linked him, and it's really weird because a really reliable journalist in Christian Folk linked Calhanoglu to Manchester United. I might not be saying his name right. And he's created the most chances across Europe's top 5 leagues after, like, Bruno Fernandes. So, you know, we have to defend well, because if AC Milan get the first goal, we've got to score 2. We have to score 2. If we get the first goal, AC Milan have to score, and ideally they have to score 2 or 3. You know, if we score 2, they have to score 3. And we know this Man United side is very capable of scoring 2 goals. With Fred and McTominay, we don't score as much, but we know this United side on multiple times this season has scored 3 goals. You know, for me, it's going to be a massive night for Mason Greenwood playing up top. But yeah, I'm not sure what you guys are talking about in the chat. Oh, we're talking about Pulisic. Christian Pulisic has been linked to United. I think he's a great player, but he hasn't had a good season at Chelsea. I did predictions in summer that Pulisic would win Young Player of the Year, but I think he's had injury problems. Prime De Gea or Prime Neuer? I mean, look, they're both brilliant in their prime. I'm probably going to be biased and say De Gea because I didn't watch much of Neuer in his prime. But Neuer won the World Cup, so, you know, most people probably say Prime Neuer. I'm just saying Prime De Gea just because I've watched them all. I'm a bit biased. I'm a United fan for sure. I'm surprised Rashford was starting. I didn't actually predict Rashford to start. I predicted Martial to be back, or Cavani to be back, actually. But they're just taking the knee now. Also, United are in white and black. There's something about Pogba in white and black. Pogba playing in the zebra kit in Italy could bring back Juve Pogba if he comes on. Don't you think? That would be amazing. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to share this. I'm going to put a timer on the screen just because that indicates to people sort of where we are as well. Refresh the screen as well. Okay. Hopefully when kickoff comes, that will change. Wait. And then change a lot to that. So that's my watch along because I just feel like, there we go. It's now kickoff. It's Manchester United 1, AC Milan 1 on aggregate. The refs just blew the whistle for kickoff. United are away from home. United need to score. United are good at comebacks. They're good away from home. They're in the zebra kit. They've got some key players back from injury. So I'm really excited for this game. So let's go, guys. Remember to get your comments in the live chat. Let me just update the scoreboard for you here. Wait for that to update. But I hope we go and we press them and we attack and we have a really positive start. And remember, guys, to hit that like button, subscribe down below and all of that. But hello to everyone joining the chat. Let me know, is anyone here not a United fan? Because I know there's a few neutrals who like to watch the stream. So let me know who you support in the chat below as well. But Kesse just takes it off McTominay. Kesse's got to be one we watch out for. Great tackle by Wan-Bissaka, but they win it back. Hello to everybody joining. Hello to Diego. Hello to Derby. Hello to Miko. Hello to Football and Vivo. All joining the chat. But yeah. I don't know what's happened. Fred pushed Calhanoglu. This is going to be a difficult game for Fred and McTominay. You know, AC Milan got a brilliant midfield. It's going to be a very difficult game for them. I'm waiting for my scoreboard to update, but it just, yeah, it doesn't want to update there, which is really annoying because I want to put the timer on the screen. If not, I'll just refresh again. Share the live stream on all platforms. Yes, thank you, Diego. Make sure, guys, if you've just joined, hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see like Man United watch-alongs basically every week. You know, like, subscribe, share, all of that stuff will mean a lot. Mason Greenwood. Oh, I've just kicked my table, so it just jogged there. Forza Milan. We've got a few Milan people. We've got a few Chelsea people. I think I made Diego mod. Oh, attack. Oh, Rashford falls back. Shaw's onto it. He gets tackled. We just put a good ball in a 6-yard box and Rashford fell back. I look at my screen for a second. I look up. We're on like a good attack, which is mad. The bloody Google won't update the game. There we go. There we go. Now you've got a scoreboard on a timer. I'm too lazy to make a scoreboard on a timer, so I'm just sharing that. Which is really good because that's 40 seconds behind as well. So it won't update before I get the score as well, which is always good. AC Milan on the ball. I think today, as I said, guys, scoring the first goal would be brilliant. Why isn't Bailly playing? Bailly's got another injury. Can you believe that? He's not even on the bench. I think Bailly would have played if he was fit, actually, because I think even though Zlatan's on the bench, Zlatan's physicality would cause Lindelof problems. And I think Lindelof has a back problem, and he doesn't trust Tuanzebe. But I think Bailly would have played if he was fit, because I think Ollie does Bailly weekdays, Lindelof weekends. Lindelof sort of fouled there, but I do worry about Lindelof against Zlatan. I think Bailly would deal with Zlatan fine, but I do worry about Lindelof coming up against Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But yeah, hopefully Dino gets a bit of confidence back. He kicks out. Good kick from Dino to Bruno. Poor touch from Bruno. AC Milan win it back. I worry about Fred this game. I do. I love Fred. I think he's been really important for us for this season, but I do worry about him today. Why am I not surprised by he's injured? I'm not surprised. And Man United's going to sit and be negative. With the lineup we have, it's quite a negative sit-back counter-attacking lineup, and we do play our best counter-attacking, but we have to score, so we can maybe sit back and go for the counter-attack because AC Milan might want a goal for comfortability. So we might do that, but I think if you get to half-time, I think we can't counter-attack after half-time. I think we can sit back and see if they attack us, but hopefully we don't sit all negative. Yeah, make sure to put your score predictions in the chat. AC Milan are definitely trying to get that ball in behind. They've just been caught offside. I mean, they got caught offside so many times in the first leg, but they know that now Lindelof's playing and not Bailly. They know there's a lack of pace, so we do need to watch that. They are probably going to try the ball in behind. Rashford's on the ball. He plays it to Fred. Fred plays a nice pass into Wan-Bissaka, who was really unlucky not to get picked for the England squad, actually. I made a TikTok on it. I was just like, how can Trippier, who's played 3 games in the last 3 months, get picked for the England squad over Wan-Bissaka? I think that's a joke. But you know what? I'm happy Wan-Bissaka didn't get picked because it just means that he'll be more fresh afterwards, because I think Rashford and Wan-Bissaka need a rest. But I was really shocked that Wan-Bissaka didn't get picked for England. I think he's had a better season than Walker. I think he's a little bit better than Reece James. I think Reece James has potential to be better, but I think he currently is better. He's defensive. He offers something different. His defensive ability means England will play a top 4, but Southgate doesn't like him. But United have had a bit of possession. It's over 5 minutes played already, guys. We're passing it around. Maguire's bringing it up. I think Luke Shaw could be key in this game. And hopefully, like, we knew Rashford wasn't fit versus West Ham, but like Rashford, once he gets a goal, he plays more confidence. So I think if Rashford scores, that will be absolutely massive. But as always, like this video, subscribe if you're new. I do watch alongs to every Manchester United game on this channel. I will read out a lot of the chats below as well as watch the game. I'm more shocked Trent isn't a part of the England team. I think Trent is a better player than Wan-Bissaka, but I think on form, like Wan-Bissaka's been solid where Trent has been on poor form. So, oh, nice press from James, wins it back. Is that a corner or a goal kick? I think it's a goal kick. I thought about Donnarumma, but yeah, nice pressing from James there. Oh, yeah, it's a goal kick. But I know, like, I understand him not picking Trent because he's poor form, but like Wan-Bissaka like hasn't been poor. Well, I would have picked Trent and Wan-Bissaka over Trippier. Because I think Trippier's old, Walker's there for experience, and Trippier's barely played because of his ban. So I'm about 6.5 minutes in so far. James wins the ball again. The one thing about Daniel James is he can put in a shift. And hello to Zane. Thanks for joining the chat, Zane, with your super chat. United and Spurs are going out. You know what, Zane? We're very good away from home, so I'm going to be positive. The way it stands, we'd be going out, but away from home, we'll be positive. But I think Spurs will bottle it. If we're losing, saying you can come back and join, but I'm trying to stay positive. I think if we score the first goal, it will be good. But Arsenal are through. You know what? Arsenal could do something in the Europa League this season. Luke Shaw gets the ball in a good area. Kessie gets it out. It falls to Fred. Whoa, bloody hell, Fred. Fred loses it. Yeah, Say must be pretty happy that Arsenal through. I think there was no way Olympiacos were going to make a comeback. I'm really shocked that Tottenham didn't go through. I mean, I can't believe that. They just played so negative. I think I can't believe the Spurs might bottle this and join the Europa League. You know what? We've had the hardest ties in Europa League. We had Real Sociedad. We tied them when they were first. We have AC Milan, but the thing about Europa League, it can be boring. But I think playing teams like Milan and Real Sociedad have made our Europa League ties more interesting because we've had really tough games. So as much as I don't like the Europa League, I'd rather be playing AC Milan, because it's a better game. I mean, like, if you play a team like Mulder, you can sit back, chill, rest players. But I think playing AC Milan is just a big game, so it's really nice to watch. I hope Spurs go out with an easier EL fixture, but United need to stay in. Yeah, I don't really mind if Spurs go out, because if Spurs go through, there's more games, so they're less likely to make a climb for top 4. But if Spurs stay in, they could knock us out. I don't really have any preference who goes through, to be fair. I kind of wanted Arsenal to get knocked out, because the thing with Arteta is he just has this weird thing over Ole. Whereas I would be more, even though Spurs are probably a better team, I'd be more scared if we drew Arsenal than we drew Spurs. Because I think we draw Arsenal, we could be in problems with Arteta and Ole's kind of thing. Bruno has the ball, but he's getting pressed. Bruno gives it away. There's no one there for him. I can just see already, look, we're nearly 9 minutes in, and I can just see Fred and McTominay losing this midfield. You know, like, we're only 9 minutes in, so I can't say it's been an awful start. But I just think their Milan thing's better. Oh my God, Tottenham are 3-0 down. No way are Tottenham bottling a 2-0 lead. Only Tottenham Hotspur, you know, they bottled a 3-0 lead to West Ham. Only Tottenham Hotspur will get knocked out 3-0. Oh my God, bloody Spurs. Only Tottenham would do that, though. That's the thing. Fred's got the ball. He plays it back to Bruno. Bruno's got the ball. Man United are pressing up the pitch. We're in AC Milan's final third. Dan James takes a touch. I mean, Tottenham Hotspur. Oh my God, what an L. What an L. I mean, Spurs, we did lose 6-1 to Spurs. Bruno puts in a ball. It's pretty crap, but a good try. Apparently, Spurs are currently 3-0 down, guys. So you know what? The thing is, if we get knocked out by AC Milan and they beat us 2-1 today, it's bad, it's annoying, we'll get bantered. But if we lost 3-0 to Dynamo Zagreb and got knocked out after a 2-0 lead, that is bantering. So, like, if Spurs bottle it, it's way bigger than us losing to Milan, because this Milan game is a tough game. We are going from behind. So, like, we could bottle this, but it won't be anything embarrassing. If Spurs lose, that's embarrassing. It wasn't a Barcelona team that, no, it was a PSG bottled a 4-0 lead to Barcelona once, I believe. Now that was embarrassing. And then Barcelona bottled a 3-0 lead to Liverpool. It can happen. Come on, Man U fan, answer my question. Opinions on ruining Donny van de Beek is a great player. Donny van de Beek is an absolutely brilliant player. I think he has more quality than McTominay and Fred, and I think he should be getting in the squad over McTominay and Fred. And I don't agree with Ollie's treatment of him. Absolutely. I'm worried. I think Donny van de Beek could get in most top teams. Daniel James is making a really good run. I will answer your question in a sec. Puts in a cross. He sort of looked up as he made the cross, but he didn't put enough power on it. Goes back to Daniel James, back to Greenwood. Greenwood's on the ball in a good area. Greenwood plays it through. AC Milan clear. But I do worry that if Donny van de Beek doesn't get game time, he's not going to be the player he's meant to be, because he's still young, and I think he's a world-class talent, Donny van de Beek. But yeah, I do think Ollie not playing him could ruin his career. But, you know, it's only a year. He could be one of those players. Like, Fred's first season at United was awful, but his second and third have been better. Now, I think Fred's lack of quality has shown a little bit this season, especially in the final third. But, you know, some people have poor first seasons. I mean, it's not Donny's fault he's been poor, because whenever he's played, he's been decent. Well done from Greenwood. Fights off Kessie, gets the ball to Wan-Bissaka, to Daniel James. It looks like Greenwood's playing as a striker, which is good. I think the thing about Cavani coming in is I think he'll also improve Greenwood as a player. Luke Shaw's got the ball on the left. He's got an England call-up, which he definitely deserved. Plays it back to Luke Shaw, He gets it to Bruno. Oh, and Bruno hits over. Is that Bruno? Yeah. That's good play from Manchester United, though. Really good play from Manchester United. And only 19 likes needed for 50. Thanks, Diego. So make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new, subscribe to see my watch-alongs. But Bruno's blazed it over. But again, that's some good play. And I said Luke Shaw and Bruno are key players this season. And like anything that happens, Luke Shaw, Bruno and Rashford will probably be involved. I wanted us to get him, but we got Havertz instead. Yeah, I mean, I wanted Havertz at United. And the thing with me is I will never mock Chelsea for signing Werner, Havertz and Ziyech. Even though they haven't kicked on, I think they were all signings I'd have brought to Man United. I brought Werner, Havertz or Ziyech to Man United in a second in the summer. I would have. And I think they all have potential to be good signings. I think Werner's looks really good on the Tuchel. I think Havertz has improved. And Havertz is very young. And I think Ziyech's a good player. But yeah, if you said Josie would bottle a 2-0 against a Croatian team in the Europa League after he won the CL for Porto, I wouldn't have believed you. How the mighty have fallen. The thing with Mourinho is Spurs' defence is crap, but Spurs' attack is good. And if you're playing defensive football with shit defence and a good attack, it's not going to work. The best Spurs have played this season is when they've gone and attacked. When they beat Crystal Palace, they didn't sit back, they went and attacked. And the thing with United is, we went to Leipzig, parked the bus, invited pressure, conceded 3 goals. We sat back for the last 20 minutes versus AC Milan, we conceded. I don't think you can ever sit back for a full 90 minutes, no matter the circumstances. You know, if you're not, only Burnley and Wolves can do it, and they're only mid-table teams. I always think, you know, even if you have a lead, I very much go for more attack. AC Milan playing some good football with a bit of tiki-taka. They're going down the left-hand side. Puts in a good cross, well cleared up by Fred. Fred gets it away. Already ready to lose to Milan, starting. I can banter Spurs, but yeah, we could get bantered by Milan tonight. We could get knocked out, but getting knocked out to Milan and losing a 2-0 lead to a Croatian club are 2 different things, though. But I don't want to go in and banter Spurs. Oh, straight at Dean Henderson. They had a shot, but it was straight at Dean Henderson. 14 minutes played. As it stays, Milan would go through because, guys, we have to score. Even though it's a draw right now, we have to score. But if we score 2 goals, if we go 2-0 up, we have to concede 3. And I know it is Maguire and Lindelof, but we've actually kept like 5 clean sheets in a row lately. Are you Man United fans surprised with the league position? If you'd asked me at the beginning of the season where United finished, I'd say 4th. I'd say Liverpool, City and Chelsea would finish above us. So although we were first and then we haven't played well lately, if we finish second, I'm not going to complain. It's improvement from last season. And I think looking at the transfer window we had, I'd have never thought we'd finish second this year at the start of the season. Wan-Bissaka wins the ball back in a good area. Wan-Bissaka's driving up the right-hand side. Come on, Wan-Bissaka. He gets pushed over. Is that a foul? No, it's not. He wins it back. Oh, but it falls to Kessie. Kessie's running up the pitch. Kessie makes a good play to Malu, the Inter Milan player, who's running up the pitch. I just think we want to attack Milan, but we don't want to concede first. I'm not surprised, not because we did, but crap Chelsea. Yeah, Liverpool and Chelsea have been crap. Chelsea have looked really good under Tuchel. I've watched a lot of Chelsea lately, and I've done some videos about them on my second channel. They've looked really good lately. Not a Man United fan, but surprised to see second. I mean, I'm surprised to see us second. I think some Man United fans will be disappointed because we were first for a bit. But if you said to us at the start of the season after the transfer window we had that we'd be above Spurs and Liverpool with 8 games to go, Spurs, Liverpool, Chelsea have 8 games to go, you'd take that. I think Liverpool crumbled and Chelsea went through a crisis. I think Chelsea, they brought in so many new players with an inexperienced manager. They didn't have time to gel. And I think Chelsea are going to be a real force next season. And, you know, Chelsea could still do something in the Champions League. 100%. You never know. I think with Liverpool, they've been unlucky with injuries. They're lacking confidence. But I think Liverpool and Chelsea will be stronger teams next season, which means that we definitely have to strengthen this summer transfer window. Because if Liverpool get their players back and Chelsea strengthen more, then, you know. AC Milan are on the attack. Kananoku plays in a great pass. But we've pushed them back. Spurs are bottlers. They are. Under Tuchel, Chelsea have looked good. They have looked really good under Tuchel. They've not conceded. My only criticism with Chelsea under Tuchel is they didn't create loads and loads of chances. But I think the more they've played under Tuchel, the more they've created and the better they've been. Like they definitely deserve to be Atletico Madrid. They were very dominant of Atletico Madrid, who are first in Spain. Harry Kane should leave Spurs. I mean, if Harry Kane wants to win a trophy, he should leave Spurs. But Gerrard didn't leave Liverpool, but then Gerrard won the Champions League and all of that. But I feel bad for Harry Kane. He's very loyal for a player of his quality. But with Daniel Levy, Harry Kane's one of those players like Mbappe. He wants to leave PSG and go to Real Madrid. But he's just so expensive. COVID market. He might get priced out of move. 2 goals conceded in 13 games, 6 clean sheets in a row, won 11 from 13. Yeah, Chelsea are doing brilliant as usual. And Chelsea have the backing and the money of Abramovich to do something next season. Man United win back the ball in a good area. Maguire plays it back to Henderson. 1 down, 1 to go. Has Spurs been officially knocked out now, Zane? They must have been. Let me just check my phone. Have Spurs completely bottled? I can't believe Spurs are losing 3-0 to Zagreb. You actually have to be... I can't believe that. I'm just double checking on my phone. Yeah, literally 1 minute to go. Unless Spurs score, they're out. Spurs are this close to being knocked out by Zagreb. And I want to banter them, but we might get knocked out today. But losing 3-0 to Zagreb is banterable. So Arsenal fans must be loving it, to be fair. But 1 down and hopefully not 1 more to go, Zane. But thanks for the super chat. Next summer, to be fair, people think Tuchel will be sacked. They have to give Tuchel a good year at Chelsea. But what he's done so far, I think he's been really impressive. Manchester United have a corner. I think it's Fernandes taking the corner. Good corner from Fernandes. Donnarumma hits it out. AC Milan clear, but it goes to Wan-Bissaka on the halfway line, who plays it to Fred. Fred has the ball. He plays it to Fernandes. Fernandes puts in a good looping cross in, but it doesn't reach anyone and it goes out for a goal kick. It was a really good ball, though. Good thought there from Fernandes. But still, it was about 20 minutes in, guys, and it is still 0-0. Manchester United need to score. And I think every minute we don't score is confidence for AC Milan. So I think it's really important that we try and get a goal in the first half. Obviously, we have the positivity of knowing we have we have Pogba and Van der Beek on the bench. Rashford's got the ball in a good area, though. Rashford's driving at them. Rashford goes for the shot. It gets blocked. Falls back to Rashford. Kessie's putting pressure on Rashford. Is that a foul from Kessie? No, it's not. AC Milan try and break. AC Milan in the attack. Victor Lindelof's coming up against an AC Milan player. Number 7 for AC Milan. I could not tell you who that is. My Italian football knowledge is dreadful. Gets it to Kessie. I think that's Kalanogu on the ball. AC Milan are on the attack. Right, we can't concede. We have to score the first goal today. We have to score the first goal. The fact we're talking more about Chelsea in the chat shows how interesting the game is right now. It has been a boring opening 20 minutes. A goal in this game changes it completely. Manchester United on the attack. Bruno gets the ball. Dan James is sprinting with pace. Dan James, just get your pass right. He's running. He's still running. Foul! Penalty! Penalty? I don't know if it's a penalty, but he went down, so I'm just going to say penalty. Like, it might not be a penalty, but if he goes down, I yell penalty. Dan James gets pushed down. If it's a penalty, it'd be a red card, right? A VAR are going to look at it. Look, to be fair, when I looked at it, I didn't really think it was a penalty, but you went down, so you're going to say penalty. But James bottled it. I mean, it might be a penalty. I don't know. I did think that Dan James should have passed it through to Rashford earlier. But they'll show the replay, but it might not be a penalty, to be fair. He just went down. So when your player goes down, you scream penalty and you see the replay, don't you? But the thing with Dan James is, it's just end ball was crap sometimes. Fred's got the ball in a good area, though. Fred goes back. I'm assuming it's not a penalty now. I think VAR would have looked at it. To be fair, let's have a look at the replay. I mean, he does get bodied off the ball. To be fair, a lot of Premier League refs would give that as a penalty. To be fair, a lot of refs would give that as a penalty, but if that's a penalty, it's soft. Oh, bad touch by Fred and Kalanogu's in, but great work from Maguire to hold him off. Henderson gets the ball. Oh, Henderson clears. Spurs out. Spurs are out. As Zane says, 1 down, 1 to go. Hopefully AC Milan will be out next. But can you believe that? Can you believe Spurs lost 3-0 to a Croatian team? You know, if Spurs went out to AC Milan, fine. But Spurs have lost 3-0, brought a 2-0 team to a Croatian side. What lols? Mate, I feel bad for Spurs fans. Like, we bottle things, but I think when you think of bottling, I think Spurs is just that next level. Thoughts on Mengi getting a new contract? I think Mengi's a brilliant young talent. He is like a really good young centre back. He's doing all right, good job at Derby, so I'm really happy that Mengi got a contract extension. There was a point where I took Mengi at the first team. There was a point where Maguire and Lindelof were playing so shit that I generally would have took Mengi in the first team. But yeah, it probably wasn't a penalty on Dan Jones, but it could be given on another day. But that was good from Maguire there. It was. I think Maguire's been really good lately. Maguire will never be an £80 million centre back. and he's got a mistake in him. But I think Maguire is, in a weird way, can be underrated. AC Milan, the attack though, great. Maguire again clears it for a corner. AC Milan look like they're causing us more problems than we're causing them, so it's not the best start from United. Feel bad for Spurs, don't banter them. I won't banter Spurs, you know what? I don't want to embarrass myself if we get knocked out. AC Milan with the corner though. Thanks George for the super chat. Hey Alice, thanks for the content. I'm listening while I work. Shout out from Houston, Texas. Let's go Red Devils. Also dreading a draw with Arsenal. Completely agree. I do not want to draw Arsenal. Do not want to see Arteta versus Oli. It's 0-0. Have fun at work. Have fun at Texas. Thanks for the super chat. And Tottenham are officially out. Mengi might be the new buy, hopefully without injuries. But AC Milan have a good throw on. It's about nearly 24 minutes played, and AC Milan have caused us a few problems. Kalinoglu gets the ball in a good position. Missed kicks it. Wan-Bissaka kicks it out. They have given us a few early warning signs, so United need to be careful. Bruno wins the ball back though. United in position to counter attack. Bruno missed kicks, goes to James, goes back to AC Milan. 24 minutes played. Well, Wan-Bissaka missed a tackle. He did. Greenwood with the ball. Greenwood's driving forward. Well done, Greenwood. Gets it to Fred. What are you doing for Fred? Fred with the shot. What? Look, I understood why he shot, but if you're Pogba, you can shoot from there. If you're Fernandes, you can shoot from there. But if you're Fred, I ban you from shooting from there. Big up George Garza. I work. Another person in Texas. Where are you guys from? Put that in the chat below. We've got a few people from America watch. We often get people from Mauritius coming and watching. Sometimes Indonesia. The thing about Man United is we're such a big club. We have fans from all over the world. So it's always crazy to see like where everyone's from. Tottenham are officially out. What a joke club. Dublin. AC Milan on the attack though. AC Milan have looked the better team already. I think get Van der Beek on, get Pogba on second half. I do think we do not want to concede. Kalinoglu on the ball. He plays it to Kessie, who caused us a lot of problems in the first leg. Puts it in a good ball, but I think he might be offside. But he gets it back to Kalinoglu. He gets it to Fernandes, who kicks it up the pitch. Danjo? No, it's Greenwood. He can't get there for pace. Pennsylvania, the most boring state in the US. I've never been to the US, but I know where Pennsylvania is. I just know it's the state that's near New York. I feel like Pennsylvania has like a famous university though. Does it? Maybe it doesn't. No, Wyoming is the most boring state. Ooh. Wyoming has what? Yellowstone? If you tell me something about Wyoming, I'll just say it's very square and it has Yellowstone, and that's all I could say about Wyoming. This is a very boring match. South London. Yeah, it's crazy. You've got people all over the world in the stream. Daniel James has got the ball on the right-hand side. He's going to put a dead cross, isn't he? Yeah, Donnarumma catches it. We haven't done much. I like Daniel James, but I don't think this is the type of game for him. I think Kalinoglu was offside there. But it carries on. The one thing that annoys me about the first leg, there was a clear handball in the lead up to the Milan goal. But to be fair, Milan definitely deserved something from the first leg. And I think Milan have almost started better than us, to be fair. We've been a bit more negative than them, which is really disappointing. They're on the attack again, but one of them's offside. Wan-Bissaka goes in. Maybe Montana. I never hear anything. Yeah, Hannah Montana. I mean, there's some US states you just don't really hear about. Like Wyoming. I mean, I couldn't tell you anything about Missouri. I couldn't tell you anything about them. Kansas. Couldn't tell you anything about that. AC Milan on the ball. Kessie. They're attacking down our left-hand side. They play it back. Their midfield is beating our midfield. Is it Pogba time at half-time? Could you... Oli won't make a half-time sub at Pogba. He will never take Matomai off. He loves him. But if you need a goal and we're losing the midfield, would you bring Pogba on? If you were Oli at half-time, because we're nearly half an hour in and we haven't played great, who would you bring on? I'm also going to move my chair up a little bit. We've got a throw on. But yeah, we're 28 minutes in, guys, and it's not been the most interesting game. De Gea or Henderson? I like both, but De Gea, I say. I was talking about this earlier at the start of the stream. Diallo could be Diallo for Greenwood, or not Diallo for Greenwood. Diallo for James could be a good sub. But talking to James, James is on the ball, attacking down the right-hand side. James gets it to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka back to James. James gets it to McTominay. Back to James. James on the ball on the right-hand side. Gets it to Wan-Bissaka, putting across. Wan-Bissaka with the first time cross corner to Manchester United. Hi, Man United only have 10 men looking at the team. Well, I forgot to put Bruno in. The team at the bottom is wrong. I spelled McTominay wrong. I forgot to put Bruno in. There we go. We can ignore the team at the bottom. But United have a corner. Bye Spurs. Bring on Van der Beek, Pogba and Diallo. Honestly, I'd bring on. Is that Luke Shaw taking a corner? Luke Shaw puts in a good corner to Maguire. Corner. He's given a goal kick. Damn it. Maguire, he gets his head on everything, but he never hits the bloody target. Spurs are out. Could United be out? That's the big question. Imagine if Arsenal remain the only English team in Europa League at this stage. Like no one would predict that. I forgot Bruno and I forgot to spell McTominay right. So I thought I'd just delete the banner because I can't be bothered to change it. Plus, we know the starting lineup now. It might change. AC Milan on the attack. I think Maguire's actually had a good game, to be fair to him. But I don't want to jinx this because now AC Milan on the attack again. Good clean up there from Fred. Kalu, it looks like he could be causing some problems though. Kalu, did he play for that German team before he played for Milan? Or am I just thinking of someone off FIFA? I feel like he played for Hertha Berlin or something. I don't know. I haven't played FIFA for the last 2 years, so my foreign knowledge has gone down. FIFA helps your international knowledge because you know the players of each team a bit better. Because I watched a lot of the Premier League, but I don't watch many other leagues. Like probably Bundesliga is what I follow the second most. AC Milan with the ball on top of the box. Kessie has the ball in a good area. He's going to play it in. No. Wan-Bissaka clears up. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka kicks it up the pitch. Bruno lays it on. He tries to get it to Greenwood, but Milan are there. Whenever we try and counter-attack, Milan are there. We need to get someone like Pogba and play less negative. Fred gets the ball, though. Release it quicker. Oh, Fred loses the bloody ball. He could have released that so much quicker. Rashford was there. Fred's biggest problem is he can't pass. Donny would have released that right into Rashford. Who should we sign next season because he hasn't been that great this season? I would sign a CDM, a right wing, and a centre back. I'd sign Koundé and Didi and Sancho. But realistically, that's not going to happen. I think Ole will be happy that Manchester started the game good disciplined football. Like we're not losing, but for a team that needs a goal, we haven't committed that much. But at the end of the day, we've got another 45 minutes to commit. And we've got great talent on the bench. But we've got the ball to Bruno on the right-hand side. We need to get Bruno and Shaw involved again much as possible. I think Dan James is struggling a little bit. Where am I? I'm in England. I'm not sure what's going on. They're just, I don't know. The BT's just looking at. Oh, no, now they're playing on. I don't know. BT was just looking at the bloody crowd of empty seats for a bit. Wax Online says great work. Thank you very much. They released a transfer budget the other day, didn't they? 80 million. Man United's transfer budget is about 5 million because they don't want to spend anything. We've got over 30 people in the stream. So, guys, if you haven't already, hit that like button. If you're new to the Alice Talks Football and you want to see Man United watch-alongs every time United play, subscribe, share this video. AC Milan have a corner, though, in a dangerous position. AC Milan whipping a corner. Man United crap at defending corners. No way Dan James is winning that header. Kesse strikes it on. Henderson's got that. Well done, Hendo. That was close. That was close. Hello to Abe and just tuning in. Who's playing better? Honestly, I'd say AC Milan have been the better team, which is really disappointing because United are the team that need the goal. But I think AC Milan have started better. I think we're losing the midfield. Fred passes it to Wan-Bissaka, who gets it to Greenwood on the right-hand side. Greenwood's been starved of service. I feel a bit bad for him. Lindelof plays it to Wan-Bissaka. Gets it back to Lindelof. To Maguire. They're just playing around the back. Maguire kicks up. He tries to get it to Luke Shaw, I think. Luke Shaw wins the ball in a good area. Can he keep it on? No. He did well there, Luke Shaw, but, you know, it'd be mad if he could control that and keep it on. AC Milan try and clear. Maguire wins it back. I think Maguire's actually started really well. McTominay stops the counter-attack, but AC Milan still have the ball. AC Milan are getting a few numbers forward in attack. You know, they don't want to defend this out. They want to score. You can tell. Fred and Scott Fred and Scott have not been good enough today. I would definitely consider putting Pogba or Van der Beek on. Will Ollie do it? Ollie won't make that sub to like the 60th minute. You know what he's like. Woodward looking at clearance aisle on the transfer market, honestly. Woodward's going to get us Tyrone Mings. Who, like, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but he's not the type of player that's going to take Man United any higher than 4th place. He's not the type of player that's going to put Man United in a title challenge. Manchester United driving with the ball forward. Luke Shaw to Rashford. Crap pass from Rashford. Back to, oh no, it goes to Maguire. I thought he was trying to pass to Fred there. Lindelof. Man United getting a bit of possession. Fred, release quick. This is my problem with Fred is he can't pass and he uses it too slow. He's just going, like, Fred defensively does a good job. And if Fred sits back and Pogba pushes forward, I don't have a problem. But Fred going forward, useless. Wan-Bissaka to James, though, on the right-hand side. Back to McTominay. McTominay looking to drive forward a bit. Gets it to Bruno in a good position. Gets it back to McTominay. Look, Kessie's following Bruno. Like a... Oh, my God. What was that pass? And AC Milan on the attack. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Great tackle from Lindelof. Brilliant tackle for Lindelof. That was a world-class challenge from Lindelof. He literally just saved us there. I agree. But silly mistake from Manchester United and Milan were almost in. Lingard for Rice plus Cash, Low, don't think so. Ronaldo for Pogba, Low, don't think so. Ramos, no. United want a lot of players. Ollie wants a lot of players, but Ollie won't get them. Ollie could have got Erling Haaland for 20 million last January, and Woodward fucked that up. Just remember that. But yeah, brilliant play there from Victor Lindelof. You know, I think Maguire and Lindelof have started the game well. We'll give them that. Teo Hernandez is taking a throw on for Milan. 10 minutes till half time, guys, and it's still 0-0. And to be honest, Milan have looked the better team. They are playing the better football. And I think that's because they have the better midfield. We don't have a CDM. Milan on the attack. Gets it to Kalinoglu. Plays it to, I think, Kalu pushes it in. Dan James gets the ball, boot it up and clear. Dan James gets it to Greenwood. He plays it to Fernandez. He gets it back to Greenwood. Greenwood's got the ball. So Fernandez. Fernandez kicks up. Can Rashford get to that? No. But Fred wins it with an awful header. And gives it back to Milan. Remember, guys, if you're new, please hit that like button. If you're watching the stream now and you haven't already, it takes a second to hit that like button. And subscribe if you want to see Manchester United watch-alongs, as I do watch and react to every Manchester United game. Luke, that's barely a foul. He's just weak. If that's a foul, the Daniel James thing's a penalty. And, oh no, my Wi-Fi could be cutting out. My BT Sport has paused. My Wi-Fi is awful today, so if there's any problems with the stream, I do apologise. Okay, BT Sport's working now, but my Wi-Fi is awful, so if the stream is lagging, there's any problems, I do apologise. But my BT Sport paused for like 10 seconds. So I was really worried the stream was going to crash. But Kalinoglu has a free kick in a good location, and he is. I mean, look, this isn't a goal scoring free kick, but he's just got brilliant dead ball delivery, but he passes it. AC Milan play it in. Manchester United get it away, but not very far. It goes back to AC Milan. McTominay and Fred are not good footballers. They are losing the midfield. If we had a top CDM and we played Pogba, we wouldn't be losing the midfield. My broadband provider, I think, is Sky. But I think it's normally good, my Wi-Fi. But today it's just been really bad. I think it's because it's been raining all day. It's just not been good. But AC Milan have had more of the ball. They've got the ball forward more and they've done more. And they're the one defending a lead. Like, it's really not been good enough from United so far. But yeah, I'm a little bit laggy, so I will apologise for that. Like, oh my TV's lagging, it's so annoying, man. United have a throw on. He has to make changes at half time. Ollie just doesn't like to risk things in a manager, and that really annoys me. It just McTominay, for big games, he plays Fred, Vic, Lindelof, and Maguire for big games, every big game, and we barely score. It always rains in the UK. Yeah, I think just the weather's been shit all day. So when the weather's shit, sometimes it just plays with the Wi-Fi. Yeah, hopefully the Wi-Fi will be fine. It's just going for a 5-minute blip. We're over 38 minutes played. You know what? I really hope Ollie can see that Fred and McTominay are not the players for the top games. Your double pivot compared to ours with George and Kovacic is nowhere near as progressive. Still nowhere near the level of control I accept we passed, even though I accept we passed Sideways a lot. Yeah, Kovacic and Jorginho are better players than McTominay and Fred. Look, McTominay can do a good job as a box-to-box, but they're not good enough as a dual pivot because they don't do anything going forward, really. McTominay has a good shot on him, and that's it. Luke Shaw just about keeps the ball on, though. Manchester United in front of the attack. My TV, again, has gone all blurry. Brilliant. Passes it to Fred. It would suck if the stream crashes before a goal. I mean, the game is so boring that maybe the stream's crashing for a reason. But hopefully it should be all right. It's just a little bit laggy. Lindelof has the ball. Takes it to Dan James, who's not had a good game, I don't think. But Greenwood's barely touched the ball, but I don't think it's his fault, to be fair. No, my luck, if we do score, my TV will pause with lag. Bruno on the ball. Bruno's not been able to do much, to be fair. It's boring, but the chat is entertaining. The good thing about going live for boring games is it makes it less boring. That's you got to say is the positive. Wan-Bissaka goes off for Milan throw on. Well, you know what? Ibra's going to come on at half-time for Milan and just make it harder for us. You know what? This is not going to be an easy game for United. It's not going to be an easy game for United, and Ollie has to be brave. This is a big test for Ollie because McTominay and Fred, his tried and trusted top 6 midfield pairing, is completely losing the midfield. So Bruno can't get a sniff of the ball, Greenwood can't get a sniff of the ball, and Dan James can't cross to save his life. Ollie at half-time has to change things because we have to score. Will he put Pogba on? Will he put Van de Beek on? Well, I don't think he's going to put Van de Beek on, but will he put Pogba on? That's the question. Milan on the attack, though. Milan just looks so much better than us. And it's bloody annoying because we're the ones that need to score. Milan on the ball. Kessie. Oh, no. We're putting a shot. Dino saves Milan corner. Zlatan is dangerous. I'm going to miss it when Alice comes to see the big channel. Yeah, haha. I hope. You know, if Ibra comes on, you're sort of to play a high line because you can't run behind you. You make a good point. Just Ibra versus Lindelof. Lindelof's going to drown. But you do make a good point. We can play a high line with Ibra up top. AC Milan have a corner. Whatever, 41 minutes played, guys. I don't like watching United defend corners either because we just bottle set pieces so much. That's a really good delivery. They're claiming for handball. Are they? No, it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. I thought it came off a United player. Where is Pogba? Pogba's on the bench, but he's got to come on, surely. Frank Kessier is playing too much of the ball. We need to stop the supply. Yeah, Frank Kessier does the job that both McTominay and Fred do. Because Kessier can do the job that both McTominay and Fred do, it's basically like Milan having an extra player on the pitch. Fred has the ball. He's going to pass it back to Maguire. I get Maguire and Lindelof a good game, but I think the midfield is causing us problems. And when you have Donny and Pogba on the bench, there's no excuse for Ollie not to change this midfield at half-time. He's got to be riskier as a manager. McTominay, oh, you twat. McTominay loses the ball. He's going to give away a foul. Oh, no, he gives away a foul. Pogba on the bench. My TV's so laggy. Why is my Wi-Fi being awful as I'm live streaming? My Wi-Fi center. Like, it kind of fits Lindelof's arm, but they won't give that. Like, well, my TV's paused again, guys. So if the stream crashes, I'm really sorry. I'm completely lagging. So hopefully the stream does not crash. Fred just fouled Kessie. My stream's going to be so behind because my Wi-Fi is bloody atrocious. I'm really sorry if I'm laggy or anything. My Wi-Fi is just atrocious. This half was pretty much done, so don't think you missed much. Thanks. Honestly, you're right. This half has been a waste of 40 minutes. United need to score, but we've just wasted this half. Hello to Lily joining the stream. And Diego says, keep hitting that like button, subscribe, and share the live stream. Thank you, Diego. McTominay wins back the ball and loses it. McTominay is having a nightmare. He can't keep the ball. AC Milan on the attack. We've not been good. We've not been good. At half-time, I will discuss the game. I will look into the stats, the lineups, read out more of the live chat. But we've got 2 minutes to half-time. AC Milan are controlling the midfield, controlling the game, and United haven't done enough going forward. Luke Shaw's looked dangerous at points. I think Maguire and Lindelof have defended well, but the attack's been starved. Paul Greenwood and Bruno have had nothing of the ball. Have had none of the ball whatsoever. But McTominay's having a poor game. I would say, you know what I do right now? I take Scott McTominay off and I put on Paul Pogba. Now, will Ollie do that? I'd be surprised. I'd be very surprised. But Scott McTominay's having a mare. He is having a mare. But I doubt Ollie will. Yeah, I literally agree with you there, Mikey. I don't think Ollie will be brave enough to take him off. Milan on the attack. They take a shot, gets deflected. It's going to be a Milan throw on. Who's on the bench? Donny, Ahmad, and Pogba on the bench for United. And I think one of them has to come on at half-time because you've got 45 minutes to score. And we're getting a lot of 0-0s lately. This could be another 0-0 for Man United. And I don't want to see another 0-0. Thanks, Durfee. I'm trying to chat. I think the thing is about being live is when the game's dead, I can just read the live chats. Kessie on the ball. Wan-Bissaka goes to clear. Gets it to Bruno in a good area. Bruno on the attack. Bruno plays it. Mason Greenwood has... Oh, Mason... If that was... He tries to get it into Greenwood, but he gets beaten for pace. I thought it was Dan James. I'm all excited. The thing is, the thing with Milan is we're almost playing to counter-attack Milan, but they're not going to commit too much because they don't need to... They're winning. They don't need to score. Oh, bloody hell. Milan came very, very close to scoring there. Milan came very close there. And you know what? Milan have had the best chances. Look, Milan on the counter-attack. It's 2v1. Maguire positions himself quite well. They get the ball in and he miskicks it. But Man United are very, very lucky there. Milan almost scored. Bruno's complaining to the ref about something. I'm not sure what's going on. Hello, Alice. How are you? I'm good, thanks. And what do you think, chat? Are we going to lose? Honestly, you know, if Ollie doesn't make subs, we could very much be knocked out. I think this game is on Ollie being brave to make his subs, but the whistle has gone for half-time. It remains 0-0. It's not been a great start for Manchester United. I will go and share my screen and check out the sofa score, but make sure to put your half-time chats in the live comments, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just change that with you guys and go to full screen. And we're going to get the sofa scores up below, but make sure to put your chats and thoughts on the first half below. And let me know what you do. If you were Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, what would you do right now? Because I think he has to make a sub at half-time. But we've seen Ole again and again and again. He's very happy with 0-0s. And this is a big test for Ole. Will he make that very much needed half-time sub? So let me just, so you can see the theme image better. First of all, I'll just read out some chats and then we'll go through the player ratings. I thought Zlatan should be in. Zlatan is warming up. Zlatan's probably going to come on at half-time, guys, which is worrying. You know, I think we have to make a half-time sub. We are losing the midfield. I think McTominay, one of McTominay, Fred has to go. If you had one sub, who would it be? I think Pogba for McTominay. I think McTominay's not having a good game. I think Pogba can provide creativity. Pogba provides something going forward. I put Pogba on for McTominay. Guys, keep hitting the likes if you're new. Subscribe down below for Manchester United daily content. Zlatan, not a danger if he comes on. Zlatan could crush Lindelof for physicality, but Zlatan's lack of pace means we can play a higher line. We look tired. We do, but McTominay and Fred are playing week in, week out. He's got to change it up. He's got to change that midfield of McTominay and Fred, because in my opinion, the reason we are losing the game, we're not losing, but we technically are losing. The reason we're not playing well is because we're losing the midfield, because McTominay and Fred are not good enough. So the change I would make is I think Pogba has to come on. I think you have to put Pogba or Donny on, but you won't put Donny on, so that's why I'm saying Pogba. What a Milan fan in the chat, they must be quite happy with the way it's going because United have done nothing going forward. Marlow, guys, is exactly what I expect from the first half from the 11. I remember one shot on target, speculative one from Fred that had no chance. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Manchester United have this thing. When we play big games, we play safety. McTominay, Fred, Lindelof, Maguire. But this is a big game. But this is a big game you have to win. Ollie plays big games going for 0-0s. All our big games with this lineup, we get 0-0s. With the exception of Manchester City, we get 0-0s. So why is he playing the 0-0 lineup in a game you have to score when you have Pogba and you have Van der Beek on the bench? And this is a game I don't want to lose. I do not want to get knocked out to Milan. I think they're a brilliant team. I think so far with the way things are going, they definitely deserve to go through. They're a better team. But we have the quality on the bench to go through. And I think Ollie has to make a change, and I'm not going to be happy if he doesn't. Same thing every week, I'm tired. I agree, it's the same. Tommy, Fred, Maguire, Lindelof. Let's counter-attack them football. You know, our chances of winning is a Bruno moment of magic, a Rashford moment of magic, a Pogba moment of magic, or Ollie changes things up and takes a risk. And look, I'm Ollie in. I like Ollie as a manager, but he doesn't like to change things up. He doesn't like to take risks. And like we know that Ollie has his favourites. We know that Ollie has his favourites as a manager. Let me just move this quickly because it's really annoying me. My wire is just hanging down at me there. Scott has been poor. I would definitely take McTominay off for Pogba if I had to make a sub. Put in the live chat down below. If you had to make one sub right now, what would you make? I'm gonna have a look through the player ratings, but let me know what sub you'd make. But do you think we should sack Ollie? I don't think we should. I think you have to wait to the end of the season. If Ollie gets top 4. I don't think we can sack him because he's the first manager since Fergie to get top 4 2 seasons in a row. Ahmad for James. Honestly, Ahmad for James, Pogba for Scotty, or Van der Beek for Fred, I think would all be good moves to make. But okay, I'm going to go and show you. So on my screen, guys, as you can see, is the player ratings. Now, Mason Greenwood has not been able to get involved in the game. Like, he's had 18 touches. When he's had the ball, look, he's made a key pass. When he's had the ball, he hasn't done anything wrong. So you can't mark Greenwood down, but he's not been able to get in the game whatsoever. Bruno Fernandes, again, he's had a bit more of the ball. He's not had many. Look, his pass accuracy is below. But the reason Bruno's not having a good game is because he's being man-marked out of the game. And McTominay and Fred do not release the ball quick enough to him. We know Bruno can do something, but we need to get Bruno the ball in the key areas. Daniel James is really struggling. Look, Daniel James has probably been on the ball most out of all of our attackers, but he's really struggling because he's not good against the low block. And maybe Daniel James for Ahmad is a sub to make. Now, the best player on the pitch this half, I think, has been Harry Maguire for Manchester United. I think he's been absolutely brilliant. And Harry Maguire is my Manchester United first half man of the match. I think Lindelof's been good as well. But, you know, Lindelof and Harry do normally look good in big games because they have bloody 6 defenders around and with Fred and McTominay sitting back. You know, McTominay's made 3 clearances. You know, he's won all his aerial duels, basically. You know, Harry Maguire's had a really, really good game. But if this is where I don't think United are doing well. Fred and McTominay for me. And it won't let me click on McTominay. I don't think they've been good enough. I think they're losing the midfield. You know, McTominay 72% pass accuracy, Fred 88. It's not bad. Fred's played in a key pass. But they're not controlling that midfield. And the attacker's not getting enough of the ball. And when you look at a game and you go, why is the attack barely touched the ball? When you look at this game, you go, why is the attack barely touched the ball? Well, I'll tell you why the attack's barely touched the ball, because the midfield is not good enough. The best player on the pitch, once again, the best player on the first leg, and now the best player in the second leg is Kessie. He's basically involved in everything for Milan. He ties up, he has the energy, and he's a much better player than Fred. And I think United, you look at that United bench, and you go, do we want to end up like Tottenham Hotspur tonight? Do we want to be like Tottenham Hotspur? Look, if we get knocked out the Europa League, I think that's top 4 sealed because we'll be fitter. But do we want to be like Tottenham Hotspur? No, we don't. We don't want to be like Tottenham Hotspur. So you've got Pogba, you've got Van der Beek, and you've got Diallo on the bench. Okay? I think one of them has to come on at half-time. But let me know your thoughts down below. I'm going to read some of you guys' chat. Marlo says, Milan are making Rashford and Bruno out of the match, leaving Dan James to receive the ball because he's no threat. I agree with you there. They know that Dan James can't do much, so they're focusing on Bruno, Pogba, Greenwood. That's why Dan James is getting most of the ball. For McTominay, 72 pass accuracy is shocking. The thing with Bruno is Bruno's trying these key passes, these forward passes, these crosses. So Bruno's pass accuracy is obviously going to be lower. But when you're a centre mid, your pass accuracy should be 90%. It should be. If you're not a correct player, it should be 90%. So McTominay for me is having a mare. I like Scott McTominay. I think he's a great player, but he's being wasted. He's sitting way too deep to protect the two centre backs. We're not going for it. I think McTominay has to come off for Pogba. That would be my change. Or Van der Beek for Fred. Or maybe Ahmad for James. Maybe Ahmad for James, because I think I like Dan James, but I think Ahmad would cause more problems because he's better at taking on a man. Someone said Hakam greater than Bruno. Hakam's not better than Bruno, but he's the better player in this game. I tell you that now. Hakam's been brilliant, but Bruno's barely been in the game. It is a disappointing first half. I agree with Guy Ellis there. And Dan James is like a blind rabbit. He can roam, but he has no vision. Yeah, Dan James put in a cross, and I was like, it's not a bad cross. Have you looked up and seen that there's no one there? You're putting in the cross behind the player. Dan James lacks player intelligence and end product. Squad has been better than Fred. Fred should come off. The thing with my opinion is, I think Fred is better defensively than Scott McTominay. And let me just ignore my phone. Fred is better defensively than Scott McTominay. So if Pogba comes on, Fred can sit back, meaning Fred will be nowhere near our final third, which is good. That means Fred can't do stupid shots, and Pogba can get forward. Whereas with McTominay, I guess if you're going for a goal, you could play McTominay and Pogba, but McTominay as a CDM is rubbish. Like McTominay as a box-to-box, I think is a good player, but McTominay as a CDM is pretty average. Kante and Kovacic were approx 88%. You know, Kante was amazing last night. Imagine Kante putting in the performance he did last night today versus AC Milan. I think we win. If we had Kante yesterday on the pitch, I think we'd win because Kante was brilliant. But Man United's biggest problem is we don't have an out-and-out CDM. Can't be 72 in centre mid. I agree. I would have loved Kante at United. Obviously, I think he's a little bit past his best, but last night Kante was amazing. And United don't have an out-and-out CDM. So we're losing the midfield. Kessy's controlling the midfield. Kessy's the best player on the pitch. Can't get the ball to Bruno. We can't get the ball to Rashford. Zane, thanks for the super chat. Zane, what are you saying? Is this the sequel to Groundhog Day? When is Bill Murray turning up? You know what, Zane? If Man United go out and we continue playing the way we play, we deserve to go out. We haven't bottled it like Tottenham. We just play crap. But we've got 45 minutes. We've got 45 minutes, Zane. I think United are going to do a job. I think we're going to do a job. I think we've got Pogba, we've got Van der Beek, we've got Diallo on the bench. We have to do something. If Ollie doesn't make any changes, we're probably knocked out. But we aren't playing well, so it's not looking good. James should have played Rashie, and I agree. On another day, James could have got a penalty for that. But if it was a penalty, you'd be saying it was really, really soft if it was a penalty. But I think James, I looked at that and I thought, why didn't James release the ball a bit quicker? Play it to Rashford. I 100% agree. I definitely think it has been a very disappointing first half for United. I think we have sat back. I think we look like the team defending the 1-0 lead, and AC Milan look like the team attacking. I think we have sat back. Ali Kate says this is a great channel for match analysis. Thank you. And Bruno is good on the ball. He just can't seem to keep the ball. Bruno is being marked out the game. We're not passing the ball to him quick enough. I think if Van der Beek was on for Fred takes like 4 touches and then he passes it to Bruno. But at the time Fred's taken 4 touches and passed it to Bruno, the markers are on Bruno. Bruno has less space to do anything. Van der Beek touches the ball, passes it to Bruno first time. Bruno can go boop, 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 and pass it. Can't put together 4 to 5 passes. We can't put our passes together. And this is why I think Ollie won't do it, so I haven't mentioned it much. But I think Van der Beek would really, really suit this game because he's very good at that one-touch intelligence football, pass and move the ball quickly. If you think of teams that pass and move the ball quickly, you think of Ajax. I think Van der Beek would suit this game because he doesn't lose the ball, but he also plays it quickly. Fred and McTominay lose the ball and they're too slow on it. But Ollie won't. If I go back to sharing my screen with you guys, have a look at what United can do. I just think we are losing the midfield. And I think Bruno's not been on the ball at all. I mean, like, let's look at the stats. Okay, AC Milan, the team that are defending something, have had 5 shots, 54% possession, and 2 on target. We've had 4 shots, the only one on target being that Fred shot. So it doesn't even count as a shot because you know when Fred's going to shoot, it's not going to go in. They've had 3 corners to our 2. They've had 2 shots inside the box. So but ours have just been like crappy headers. Our goalies had to make more saves. You know, we haven't, for a team that has to score, you know, to only have 1 shot on target and that being the Fred one from miles out that we knew was never going to go in from the second he kicked it. I think it's really disappointing. I think it's really, really disappointing. I think Ollie has to make some changes for sure. The second half will kick off in about 2 minutes, guys. But yeah, let me have a look at the chats before the second half pick up. But yeah, I think Van der Beek will be perfect for the game. And as always, guys, if you haven't already, it takes 1 second to hit that like button. I want to get to 100 likes before the end of the stream. If you're new and you want to see Manchester United watch-alongs and daily Manchester United videos, feel free to subscribe and leave a thought in the live chat, as I will be reading my live chat messages now. AC Milan more likely to score. Man United need to up their game. I completely agree with you there, Steve. Hi, Alice. I love great vids, by the way. Thank you, Jean. Exactly. Van der Beek is perfect for this game. He is. Hello to Ahmed. And if Daniel James were right back, he'd get the same pun that says Lamptey. Yeah, oh God, I probably spat there. Ew, disgusting. But yeah, the thing is about right backs is it's like if you're a right back and you attack and you spam in 30 crosses a game and you get a few assists, you're now world class. I think, you know, right backs have got to be able to defend as well. Van der Beek don't have a chance. Don't have no chance to play one-touch football with. Yeah, don't have no one to play one-touch football with. Yeah, you have a point. There's this article that came out that the reason Van der Beek's struggling at Man United is because he's too intelligent of a footballer for the squad. Which, you know what, it has some truth in it. Ollie and the coaching staff, inexperienced. We play pretty average football. Van der Beek's come from the top youth academy of Ajax, playing intelligent, expansive, one-touch football. No one at United knows that way. That's the thing. Only 16 likes needed for 70 likes, guys. So please hit that like button. We've got over 40 people in the stream right now, so you might as well like this video and subscribe if you're new and put your live chats in. Can you say my name? You can call me John. All right. I just read it as Jean, but I'll call you John. Completely correct. No one has tech levels in a minute. Imagine being benched because you're too intelligent. Literally, I think Donny is a very intelligent player. He played in the Champions League semi-final. 3 at the back, get Shaw higher at the pitch. I hate 3 at the back. If you're going for a goal, I wouldn't play 3 at the back. I wouldn't, because 3 at the back is basically 5 at the back. Rashford and Shaw to make forward runs. No one. Yeah, I think that the danger is the left-hand side. Have you noticed that Dan James had a lot more of the ball on the right-hand side than we have had on the left? Because AC Milan know that 80% of Man United's attacks happen down the left, not the right. You know, the AC Milan know that our left-hand side is deadly, our right-hand side is average. Wan-Bissaka is not as good as Luke Shaw getting forward, and Dan James is nowhere near the level of Rashford. I liked from my 2 accounts. Thank you. United are so much stronger down the left, and we've had less of the ball on the left because AC Milan aren't stupid. They know that Dan James and Wan-Bissaka are barely a threat. Like, let's be honest. But it looks like Paul Pogba could be coming on. Paul Pogba is training. So I wonder who will come on for. I bet you he's going to put Pogba on for James or Greenwood. And he's going to put Pogba on the left out of position. Which won't make a difference because we need Pogba in the midfield. We need Pogba on for McTominay or Fred. But my money's on that if he puts Pogba on for James or Greenwood, I'm not going to be happy. Because James and Greenwood have goals in them. You know, he has to put Pogba on in the midfield. If he puts Pogba on the wing, it's going to be a joke. Like, the attack's been bad. Bruno and Greenwood had barely any of the ball. I think Greenwood has been good when he's had the ball. So you can't go on a Greenwood. I think Bruno could be better, but he's not had the ball. I think Fred and McTominay are the problem. I think Rashford's been marked out the game. And I think we've lost the midfield. And I think, yeah, the attack hasn't been great, but they haven't had much of the ball. I think, for me, I'm sure you watch United Stand. I do watch a bit of the United Stand. I do watch some of their videos. I do. It's a good channel. United are coming out. I don't know who's Pogba coming on for because I see McTominay and I see Fred. He's brought Pogba on for Dan James. So he's going to move Rashford to the right and he's going to put Greenwood up top. The thing is, I agree with putting Pogba on and I agree with taking Daniel James off. But what I don't agree with is putting Pogba on the wing and keeping McTominay and Fred in the midfield. You know, I agree with Pogba coming on. I agree with Dan James coming off. But Pogba should be going straight in that midfield. As he took Rashie off, you say? Well, Rashford's not 100% fit. Let me just check who's come off. In the games, reminds me of 2007, we beat you 3-0. We won the Champions League against Liverpool in the final, but Madini and Kaka at that time. But we haven't been good. We haven't been good. This game, we beat you. AC Milan have been so much better than us, and at the way it's going, AC Milan 100% deserve to go through. I won't lie. I think AC Milan. I think United have been poor. I think United haven't been good enough, and I think AC Milan do deserve to go through. Now I want to see who Pogba comes off for, because someone's saying it's Rashford. In this game in Milan, if you so far need a goal, perhaps is concentrating on keeping the Champions League. I think if we lose, we play more games, so it's easy to get Champions League. I get what you mean. Play less games, more fit. But I think we've got Champions League for next season sealed. Pogba's coming on for Rashford, it looks like. I think that's because Rashford's injured. Look, I agree with Paul Pogba going on, and I'll say this time and time again, but I think Pogba should be coming on for Fred or Scott. The Football Agenda says, you called it, Alice, surely we should have brought on Ahmad if Rashford is injured and Pogba for Fred or Scott. I literally agree. I think Pogba has to come on in the midfield and Ahmad can come on the wing. I think it's too safe for Molly. But go subscribe to the Football Agenda. He's got a good channel. He does United videos. And Andy says, hi Alice, just got home. I heard McFred have been dreadful. I want to laugh at Spurs, but we have to wait and see what happens. McFred have been dreadful. I'm really glad Pogba's on. I know Pogba can do something, but I really want to see Pogba in the midfield, not out wide. I think McFred has lost it for us. But, you know, we're into the second half. It can only get better. It's been a crap first half. So let's see how it goes. But what I am going to do is, of course, I'm going to share my screen so I can get the timer back on Chrome tab. Manchester United. That's the one. There we go. Let me refresh that for you guys. Okay, let's put that there. But we can only get better, surely. Surely we can only get better, guys. Is Ollie okay? I don't know. Oh, I like Ollie, and I'm going to be Ollie in to the end of the season and see where he finishes. But he's way too safe. He's way too safe. So late to make subs. He's just too safe. I've heard that Fred have been dreadful. Yeah, I read that one scheme. United and Milan have been my favourite team. It's a pleasure to watching both of the teams play together, even though they're not what they used to be. This game 10 years ago is one of the biggest games of the world, and I think it's still a massive game because they're both big sides. But the squad's difference between the last time they met is massive. I'm just really a bit frustrated with all these subs. I think one of McTominay and Fred had to come off of Pogba, and if Rashford's injured, bring on Ahmed. I mean, look, okay, this is me. If we get to the 65th minute and it's still 0-0 and things remain how they are, he has to put Donny on for either Fred or McTominay, or take one of Fred and McTominay off, play Pogba back in the midfield and put Ahmed on. So, hopefully. Bruno to Pogba, though. But my hope is that we get the first goal. Because if we get the first goal, we can counter-attack. And I think the way we're set up is to counter-attack. So if United score first, we've got that Fred, McTominay, Maguire, Lindelof counter-attacking team. So that's the most important thing. But we're 47 minutes in. We can only get better. Pogba's got the ball. The thing about Pogba is he could just score a wonder goal. Pogba, Bruno, Rashford are the type of players that can literally come on and score a wonder goal. So even if we play crap, we could win a game because Pogba will score beauty, or Rashford will score beauty, or Bruno. Pogba's got the ball in attacking area. Pogba plays it to Bruno. Bruno puts in a good cross to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka gets it to Daniel James. Daniel James with the shot. Spills Pogba. Plays it back. Oh, my God. Pogba. Oh! Paul Pogba's put it in already, guys. 1-0. Let's go. I don't know what happened there, but I think it was James. Pogba makes an impact off the bench. And I said Pogba had to come on. And he's got a goal. And this could be massive, guys. As I literally said a minute ago, now we're 1-0 up. They have to attack us and we can counter-attack them. So Paul Pogba is back with the goal. We all said Paul Pogba had to come on half-time. Dan James takes a shot, kind of falls out to Pogba. It kind of comes off Wan-Bissaka. They try and clear. It's a bit of a mess, but it falls to Pogba. And he just smashes it in the net. Very scrappy goal, but it doesn't matter how you score. It only matters that you score and you get the 3 points. So we can take that any day. I say it doesn't matter how you score. All I care about is that the ball goes in the net. And I was talking about Pogba scoring a wonder goal, but I don't care how Pogba scores because he scores. So it's 1-0 United. Pogba with the goal. Let's get in. Let me read the chat. Pogba back goal. What a goal. Get in. getting team goal, scrappy goal, but you know, it's a scrappy goal, scrappy defending, but we'll take that. And look, United might start playing. United are the type of team that will just start playing. Greenwood's on the ball, Greenwood's on the attack. Greenwood's going to cut in. Greenwood gets the ball to James. Poor touch from James. Goes to McTominay. Goes to Bruno. United are the type of team. Now Milan have to attack us and score. We're the type of team we play better on the counter attack. McTominay. I will read the chat in a minute, but we're on another attack. Greenwood. James. James loses the ball. What idiot. That's Pogba. Pog back. Yes, Marlo. We love Paul Pogba. You know, I hope he doesn't leave in the summer because I think we will miss him. Keep hitting the likes. Guys, Man United are 1-0 up. If you're a Man United fan, you've got to hit that like button. Pogba's come on and scored within 2 minutes. AC Milan have to score 2 to go through. Good save from Dino. They score 1 and we're back to level. They score 2 to go through. The thing is, if we make it 2-0, AC Milan have to score 3. Okay? If we make it 2-0, they have to score 3. So I think I don't want us to sit back and put like 6 defenders on. We need to go and win this and try and make it 2-0. 13 likes from 80 likes. So guys, if you're new, we've got over 40 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button. The dummy was class. I mean, I think it was a bit of a scrappy, lucky goal, but I will take it. I will take it. Matic in, Fred out. Pogba different wavelength now. Now we're 1-0 up. Okay, now Milan have to score. Fred can work. When teams attack us, they have to score, and we want to counter-attack. Fred can work. But when you're behind, Fred doesn't work. But they're showing the scores. Roma have gone through. They beat Shakhtar Donetsk 5-1 on aggregate. If we go through, we'll probably draw Roma because they're probably the most difficult team after Milan at this rate. I mean, Arsenal are probably the most difficult team. Pogba's got the ball again in an attacking area. Pogba. On the left. I did say right at the start of the stream, Greenwood with the shot, good save goalie. I did say Pogba in Italy wearing black and white stripy kit. You know Pogba when he's in black and white, he plays his best for United. He thinks he's at Juventus or Real Madrid. When he's in a white and black kit, he plays his best. Defense best form of attack. Oh, Elo. Man U 3-0 win. We score. We make it 2-0, guys. They have to score 3 because we've got 2 away goals. We make it 2-0. They have to score 3. But we're 1-0 up. We can be a bit more happy. We can be a bit more chill. Also, about an hour after the game, I will be doing my match reaction. So about 10:50, about 10:45 UK time will be my match reaction up, which I'm going to record. Don't forget the French kit. Yeah, but there is this whole thing online when Pogba's in the zebra kit because it's black and white stripy. He's played his best games for United in the zebra kit. So maybe he thinks that Juve. He's in Italy. Pogba in Italy as well. Where did you get the stat about Pogba? I think Pogba just scored. I don't know. Pogba scored that brilliant goal against West Ham in the kit. It's just Pogba scores when he's in this kit. And we can see we're all level though. We're all level. Let me just stretch my legs. But we're 53 minutes in almost, and we are leading. Who do you think will win the Euros, Alice? I mean, Molde nearly went through today. Unlucky they lost. And who do I think will win the Euros? I think France are the best team. I think Portugal have a shout. I'd love England to win it, but I don't think we will. I think we have the talent to win it. But I don't think Southgate can win the Euros. He's too defensive. You know, he picks Trippier over Wan-Bissaka. He'll probably play Chilwell over Luke Shaw. He'll probably play Pickford. He'll probably play Eric Dyer over John Stones. Do you know what I mean? Hope Rangers get through and get us in the next round. Would love to beat Gerrard. I'd love Rangers. If Rangers go through, Rangers is who I want in the next round because they need to. I'd just love to beat Gerrard. And the Rangers will be a tough game because they've been so good this season. So I love Rangers. But, oof. AC Milan are starting to attack and we have a game on our hands, guys. So I will look at the chat, but I also want to look at the game as well because I'm 40 seconds behind. So I don't want to see if we score. But Wan-Bissaka's got the ball. He plays it up to Greenwood. Or was that James? Plays it to Greenwood. Plays it. Oh, why did you play it back to McTominay? McTominay switches play to Bruno Fernandes. Well touched and control from Fernandes. He gets it to Shaw. Plays it back to Maguire. Maguire's run. Oh, that's Lindelof run at pitch. Lindelof and Maguire I think have been really good today, but I don't want to jinx it because this is when they concede in the 90th minute the shittiest goal where like Lindelof can really easily stop it. My prediction was 2-0 United today, or was it 2-1? I can't remember, but people saying you got this. And if you're new, yep, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We've got over 40 people, so if you're new, subscribe, like, share, all of that. Roma, I'd say, man, they'd love us to destroy Rangers. I think Rangers-Roma would be a good game. I just don't want Arsenal. If we go through, I do not want Arsenal. I really don't. Because it'll be a negative, boring game, and we don't do well against Arteta. Bruno puts a great... Bruno tries to play through James. Magaluf not doing well. Too bad. Zlatan incoming. Magaluf not doing too bad. Zlatan doesn't have pace, which is good for Magaluf. But Lindelof, if you know, Maguire's got to be marking Zlatan, not Lindelof. Well touched from Pogba. Good defensive from Pogba there. Really good touch there to stop us. But Man United, hopefully this will give us a kick up the arse and make the game more interesting because the first half was so boring. James plays it into Wan-Bissaka. It was a good play from James. Wan-Bissaka just keeps it on. Wan-Bissaka gets it to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno gets the ball. Plays it into Dan James. Dan James with a decent cross, but oh, it's a Dan James cross. Dan James with a Dan James cross. It's a decent cross if there's someone there. Do you know what I mean? We'll call it a Dan James cross. United putting a bit of pressure onto AC Milan. Need a stat about Dan James cross accuracy since he joined United. Never seen a cross land. I think with Dan James, it's like it's a good cross if there's a player there, but he needs to look up and see if there's no player there. So I call it Dan James. Or Zlatan isn't fast and he's injured. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if I'm that worried about Zlatan. I don't want to jinx it and he's scoring, but he's a brilliant player, Zlatan. But he's injured. He's old. He's not quick. You know, the biggest problem to Harry Maguire and Lindelof is pace. Pogba's range of vision and shooting, yeah. We knew that Pogba had to come on, and he's difference maker. But the dummy from Pogba, yeah, you know what, he took that well as well. Like, it's a bit of a scrappy goal, but then when you think about it, Pogba took that well. Pogba really did take that well. So it was a really good goal from Pogba. They're just showing it again on the screen. But you know what, Milan might feel unlucky if they go out because they have been maybe the better team, but since the second half start, we have looked better. Zlatan could dominate both our defenders in the air 1v1. He will definitely dominate Lindelof and he will cause Maguire problems. I 100% agree that Zlatan could cause some big problems. If Zlatan is given the tiniest bit of space in the box, he'll score. That's the thing with Ibra. He doesn't really miss. Oh, Pogba wins back the ball in a good area. Pogba on the attack. Pogba plays it to Bruno. Bruno, what's he going to do? He plays it into Fred. Fred with, yeah. Cross, Fred loses the ball. I hate seeing Fred in the attacking third. I just can't. Fred's really good in the defensive third. He cleans up, he makes a few tackles, he wins the ball back. But Fred in the attacking third is useless. Luke Shaw on the ball. Luke Shaw driving down to Fred. Come on, United. Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. Look, we don't want to be a Spurs and bottle this now. Luke Shaw wins a free kick. I'm so happy we're winning. Milan has a better kit. I agree. I don't like the zebra kit. I don't like the zebra kit, but Pogba plays well in it. If you want my honest opinion, I'm not a big fan of our kits this season. Like, I think we can never really have an ugly home kit. Because it's red, but I don't like zebra kit. Zlatan built like a beast. Wouldn't be surprised. Fred out of his depth. Ammo for James would be a good sub, but if we've got something to defend, he won't take Daniel James off because Daniel James runs back and does his defensive shift. But Bruno's got a free kick. 58 minutes in. Bruno have a good ball in. AC Milan clear. I think it's a corner. Manchester United have a corner, which is good. I think if we can get a second, I think we're through. You know, because they have to score 3. If we get a second, I think we're through. And I think we should go for a second. I don't think we should sit back. Who's your favourite striker? Rooney. United with the corner. Maguire, see if he can get his head on this. I don't know what they're looking at. Is VAR doing some rubbish crap? I'm not sure what's going on. We brought Maguire for his aerial abilities that Scott has more headed goals than him from corners. You make a good point there. Maguire gets his head on it, but he probably fouled him. Yeah, he did foul him. Let's not jinx ourselves. We might lose 100%. if Ollie decides to sit back and defend this, we're very easy going to lose. I think we have to go for a second. And Milan are a good team, and they've been the better team throughout the 2 legs. So some people like our kit. I think our kit's like Marmite. Some people love it; they think it's cool, and some people don't like it. It's not my cup of tea, but like I can understand it's got that kind of cool hype beast kind of vibe to it. You know, some people like the whole like Gucci style. Some people like the whole like smart style. You know, I think our kit's very Marmite. Hi Alice, looking much better since Pogba come on. We are, and I think the good thing now is with Fred and Lindelof and Maguire, it's a very counter-attacky team. So now that they're going to attack us more, you know, we have the defensive ability to sort of block them out with the goal. I think I was worried with this team because it's quite negative, but now we've got the goal. We're in a good position. I think the Pogba sub had to be made. And yeah, everybody keep hitting the like button. I want to hit 100 likes by the end of the stream. So if you haven't hit that like button, please hit it now and subscribe if you're new. But I think Kalou has taken a throw on for Milan. I think Maguire heads it away. Lindelof heads it away. Maguire and Lindelof have had a good game so far, I think. Is he going to go off for a corner? It's a goal kick. Okay, that's good. Who's your man of the match so far, guys? Pogba's the difference maker. We're only 60 minutes in. How are you feeling? Milan have to score 2 to go through, but if they score 1, they get an extra 30 minutes in extra time. I love it how Bruno remembers how many times he's been fouled by each player. He does, actually. He goes to the ref and he puts his hand up like, I've been fouled 3 times. I'm not even going to try and do his accent. I can't do accents in my life. Bruno wins the ball back. Bruno's fouled again. He better give that for a free kick. That was the most obvious free kick ever. Bruno lecturing the ref. Van der Beek hopefully comes on, feel sorry for him. Now we're winning. Van der Beek won't come on. I guarantee he won't put Van der Beek on unless we go behind, which is really annoying. But Lindelof's been brilliant. Yeah, I think Lindelof's been brilliant. He made that key block. Oh, Hendo with a big kick out the pitch. So 61.5 minutes played. United, since Pogba have come on and looked the better team, and we're probably a bit more confident now we have something to defend. Maguire having a solid game. Yeah, I think our centre-backs have been great. Fred to Greenwood. Greenwood's making a good run. Puts in a cross. AC Milan deal with it. Donnarumma picks it up. Electric choice. Let's see. AC Milan playing it. We don't want to sit back too deep and invite too much pressure, because that's what we did when we went 1-0 up against them. Because we went 1-0 up against them very early on in the second half in the first leg, and we don't want to repeat that. But we put a bit too much pressure, and we can see like 90 minutes in. I do think that Diallo for James would be a good sub, but I think now we're winning and we can counter-attack. Dan James pacing behind is going to cause some problems, and he does his defensive work. So I don't know if I'll bring Dan James on. Luke Shaw playing well too. Luke Shaw's always playing well too. It's like he's just consistently good. That it's like it's just so used to Luke Shaw playing good at the moment. Luke Shaw making a good run, as we talk about Luke Shaw. Plays it back to Bruno. Bruno plays the ball to Fred. Poor touch from Fred, but he keeps it. Back to Bruno. Fred. Fred's driving forward. Come on, Fred. Go on, Fred. Fred gets fouled. We win a free kick. Ibrahimovic will cause United problems. He probably will, but he's got no pace. So hopefully we can deal with that. Delo on. Delo might want to do something because he's on loan from United. So Delo obviously is coming back to United in the summer, so he'll want a good game for AC Milan, so Ollie sees him. I haven't watched much of Serie A, so I don't know how good Delo's been for AC Milan, but he's not a regular starter. Bruno's going to take a free kick. Bruno brings it in. Maguire's gone for a goal kick, I think. I think AC Milan deal with that quite well. Yeah, Maguire gets his head on everything, but he just can't. He gets his head on literally everything, but he just can't get like on target. Kessie running with the ball. Oh, he's been really good for AC Milan, Kessie. Well in from Maguire. Pogba's got the ball. Pogba's clear foul on Pogba. That's so Pogba's. Yeah, gonna say Pogba got 3v1s there. Only 17 likes needed for 90 likes. So if you haven't hit that like button, guys, go on, smash that like button. And Delo was good at the start of the season, just like Fred was for us. Now he's just a squad player. I really hope Delo finishes the season well for AC Milan, because I think we need a backup right back to challenge Wan-Bissaka. So hopefully Delo ends the season well. But he's a bit inconsistent, but he's still young. Paul Gascoigne can head better than Maguire. And I'm all for Ollie to stay at United manager, but how Van der Beek has been treated is out of order. There's definitely something behind the scenes going on. Obviously, pure class rather take McTominay. I think Van der Beek is a better player than McTominay and Fred, and I think he needs to get more game time. I think Ollie just doesn't trust him. And as the news reports come out, Van der Beek's a very intelligent player, and he plays a very different way to what we're used to. Or maybe some people say it's Ollie taking a stand because Woodward signed him. Ollie didn't want him. Ollie wanted Grealish and Woodward signed him. So some people think it's Ollie taking a stand. But Pogba's been good since he's come on. Luke Shaw ends up to Kessie. AC Milan, they are going to be dangerous. You know, if they score, they're right back in the game, and there's a stalemate. It's next goal wins if they score. AC Milan putting a good cross. Well done from Wan-Bissaka, gets it away. So Bruno, play quickly. Bruno's putting the ball up. Can we get? Oh, Donnarumma gets it. Good try from Bruno. We almost played green with it. AC Milan playing it with the back to Tomori, to Kessie. Bruno pressing Kessie, but it gets past. Maguire's head is too large and heavy to properly control it. That's why he's missed so many headers. And when's Donny going to come on? Ahmed also. I think in terms of fitness and legs, like, I understand that now he's probably not going to make many changes because this is his safety team. We're winning. But I think he should put a change on in the next 10 minutes, Donny or Ahmed. But if Donny's not 100% fit, I understand not coming on. Pogba switches play to Wan-Bissaka. I will read some chats in a minute, but United on the attack. Daniel James, is he going to put a Dan James cross? No, he plays it back to McTominay. McTominay's on the ball. Plays it back to Lindelof. To Wan-Bissaka. To James. James is clearly fouled there. Free kick to Manchester United. I hope Delo does well. It would save us a lot of money. Yeah, I hope Delo does well, and he can be a good backup right back for Wan-Bissaka next season. I don't think Ollie trusts players around Van der Beek smart enough. Van der Beek has a very intelligent football style. Greenwood on the ball in the attacking area. James on the right. Greenwood back to James. James plays it to McTominay. We've looked really confident and much better since we scored. McTominay to James. McTominay to Fred. Fred gets the ball to Maguire. Pogba to James. Crap pass from Pogba. We need Diallo on. Says Chigs. I am happy Lingard got called up. I'm really happy Lingard got called up. I think Van der Beek or Diallo should come on, but Ollie's a very safe manager, so I honestly don't think we're going to make any more subs unless we're forced into it or unless we go behind. World-class tackle by Victor, it was, and Donny's first priority. He needs game time right now. I think Donny would be good for this game. I think Donny would be brilliant for this game. But it looks like. Thanks, Annie Abrahams, for the super sticker. No offense, but you keep pronouncing McTominay wrong. McTominay. It's one of the two. Harry Maguire kicks the ball up the pitch. Bruno to Pogba. Pogba fouled? No. Kessie on the ball. Plays it into Kalinoglu. Kalinoglu on the ball. Puts in a good cross. Oh, well done, Lindelof. They're claiming handball, but for me, that looked like a brilliant tackle. Bruno to Pogba. Manchester United on the counter-attack. Pogba running up the pitch. Pogba gets it to Bruno. Bruno's got a good pass on him. Come on, Bruno. Bruno cuts him back to Pogba. Oh, foul. Missed pass by Bruno there. McTominay and Diallo is the kid on the block now. Great defending there from Lindelof. He's done that twice. Could Lindelof be the man of the match? He's made 2 really good tackles, and he made 1 really good one in the first leg. Kessie is pronounced Kassiri, like Kashir. Oh, is it? Kashir. Kassiri. It wasn't a handball at all. I mean, I haven't seen the replay, but it didn't look like a handball from first glance. Lindelof. I think Lindelof's had a really good game. James with a little flick on. Bruno loses out, but United get it back to Fred. He's going to do a good try from Fred. United have a throw-in in a good position. Andy's said he scrolled through some old pics on his phone. He saw the Phil Jones funny face memes. He reminds that he needs to send us someone. I can't believe Phil Jones is still a Manchester United player. Hasn't played in like a year and he's crap. If you're new, subscribe to Alice Talks Football and turn the notification bell on. Yes. If you're new to the stream and you're watching, turn the bell on, like and subscribe. And AC Milan, I still think are a good team and they could easily get back into this game. So we need to watch ourselves. Diego Dalot running up the wings. Diego Dalot plays it in. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. Get it away. Wan-Bissaka clears to Daniel James. Daniel James is running up the pitch. Daniel James, you've got pace. You've got beat for pace. Theo Hernandez is quick. Oh, he catches up to him. He falls over like a baby. That wasn't a foul. He's offside. He's surely offside. Dino deals with it. Dino deals with it anyway, but he was definitely offside. But well done to Henderson. I mean, he's offside, but Dino dealt with that really well. We'll give him the confidence. He will never leave. Phil Jones is bulletproof, but not injury-proof. Honestly, I reckon Ollie will play Phil Jones up to Wednesday if he was fit. He seems to get a game, but I think Ollie wants to sell Phil Jones. That's probably a lie. He probably wouldn't. I can't believe it's been 2 years since you got a new 5-year deal. Absolute joke. Victor Lindelof has been so underrated this season. He's playing with an injury just like Rashford and still gets the stick. Victor Lindelof he's had the odd bad game, but Victor Lindelof is a solid player. I don't think he gets the credit he deserves. It's just that when he plays with Maguire, because their lack of pace, like as a pairing, they're not good. But I think as an individual, Lindelof's good. I think you stick Lindelof with Van Dijk, and people would be going on about how good he was because I think he'd be a much better player with Van Dijk. Kessie had a header, but it was well off. Good cross from AC Milan, but Kalinoglu is their danger man. Look, he's putting in a good cross there. I'd like him at United, actually. I don't know what's more confusing, why Phil Jones is here or why the world we brought Lee Grant. Then we brought Lee Grant because he was English and we needed a third keeper and we needed that like English number. And Phil Jones is here because the board's crap. Won't sell him. Probably thought if we gave him a new contract we'd get more money for him, but we just lost so much. Pogba needs to run more tonight, like AA batteries don't run out. Yeah, Pogba's coming back for an injury. He's got the goal, but he might have to put in a shift because it is a tough game. And someone says James sucks. I think Daniel James works hard. He does his job, but I don't think he's good enough for this level. I do agree, but I like Daniel James because I know he'll always try his hardest. He just doesn't have the quality. You know, you have a player with the work rate of Dan James and the pace of Dan James, but the quality of like someone like, I don't know, Bruno. You got a brilliant player. He's getting very outdone physically. You know, maybe he could have won a foul or two. But yeah, the Champions League draws tomorrow at 11 a.m. My money is that Chelsea get Bayern and City get Porto because they love to shaft Chelsea in the Champions League, but they love to give City the easiest draws. Hendo saves a Zlatan header. What a save. Oh no, you're like 40 seconds ahead of me because my stream's a bit laggy. So I have not seen this. This is why I try not to look at the chat when we attack. But AC Milan are on the attack. Tom and I almost fouled him. Well, Tom and I looked better in the second half, but they had a poor first half. Kessie. AC Milan with the throw on. Kalinoglu. Zlatan. Oof. Brilliant save. That's a brilliant save. That's the one you were talking about. Henderson better than De Gea. People were saying, nah, I think De Gea is better. I think they're both good. But I think De Gea is just a bit more experienced. Cool. But that's a really good save. if only he made that in the first leg. To be honest, the only thing LBG better than Ollie is that he knew how to control possession in a match with Herrera. I mean, I miss Herrera. AC Milan put in a corner, but it didn't do anything. Herrera is a Man United player I do massively miss. Pogba needs to show he's not scared and get another goal. We need Diallo on. I'd love Diallo on. AC Milan attacking for Kessie, trying to pull Fred over, but Fred does well there, to be fair. I think he's fouled. Is the ref giving a foul? Is he giving a throw on? No, I think De Gea is better than Henderson, but I rate both. Great save. They just showed the replay. It was a really, really good save there from Dean Henderson, to be fair. But United look like we're going to go through. AC Milan have to score 1 to take its extra time and 2 to go through. So the way it stands, we know we're 75 minutes in now, guys. We're looking good. Pogba loses it in the midfield. Rangers look like they're going out, guys. Rangers are 3-1 down on aggregate to Slavia Prague, I believe. Which would be a shame because I'd love Rangers in the next leg. That save was similar to the first match, but it didn't go in the net this time. I 100% agree. That was the save he should have made in the first half. Zlatan was offside, but it didn't really matter. Bruno gets the ball. Oh, Bruno. Plays it to Maguire. Gets it to McTominay. Gets it back to Henderson. Henderson's got a good kick on him as well. He can boot up the pitch, as he does. Henderson gets... it's a good kick. He almost got James through. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Share this video. I want to get 100 likes by the end of the stream, so make sure you do that. And yep, it's nearly 76 minutes in, and we are 1-0 up. We're going through as it looks. AC Milan, we're heading into the final 10 minutes. AC Milan are going to go all out and commit, so we need to look more careful. But Wan-Bissaka might get caught out. Well done, Wan-Bissaka. He wins it back. He clearly gets fouled. I think Wan-Bissaka, Fred and James have had a few fouls on them that the ref hasn't given. McTominay to Maguire. Maguire to Pogba. Pogba's running forward. They're trying to foul him. They clearly fouled Pogba, but he keeps going because he's got that strength. Pogba fouled again. Ref plays it back. They're really, really fouling us a lot, AC Milan, today. If Grant was in net, we'd win every game. We would. He's just brilliant. If you're new, subscribe to Alice Talks Football. Let's get to 12 subs. 12k subs, yes. If you're new, subscribe because I do daily Manchester United content. Diego Dalot gets booked. I mean, the Pogba's too strong. They keep fouling, but we got a free kick. Manchester United with the free kick. Bruno and Luke Shaw going over it. This reminds me of the one Rashford scored versus Chelsea, but I don't think they're going to shoot from here. Be brave. There's no way he's going to shoot. Bruno shoots. Maybe it's a decent shot. Made the keeper make a save, but no, I'd be very surprised if he scored. I mean, it'd be a world-class goal if he did score. Ha at Spurs, yeah. We can laugh at Spurs a bit more, guys, now, as it looks like we're going through, but it's United, so it'd be very like us to concede in the last kick of the game and go to extra time, which I'm pretty sure Spurs did. Kessie kicks it up. AC Milan on the attack. Hernandez runs in behind Wan-Bissaka, puts in a good low cross. Brilliant defending from Luke Shaw, but does it hit Lindelof's arm? Brilliant from Luke Shaw. Hendo plays it out to Fred. Can we counter-attack them? Fred, release it to Greenwood. Fred, release it quicker. Fred slowed it down. Fred gets it into Daniel James, it looks like. It's Bruno, actually. Gets to Pogba. What a piece of defending from Luke Shaw, guys. Back to McTominay. McTominay runs, puts in a cross straight at Donnarumma. Ollie needs to do some substitutes. Ollie won't make some substitutes, but I do agree that he needs to make some. Alice, how do you get moderator? I will make more people moderator once I get used to who's in the stream, who's commenting on my stuff. I can't do it on StreamYard, but once the stream's over, I can go and make people moderators. So I will probably get some more mods once I know my viewers and all of that. Ollie needs to do some more subs. Agreed. I read that out. The next game matters. Players are tired. I agree. Nathan Bishops. I'm waiting for his first start. He brings on Nathan Bishop as a sub. That would be quite funny. And Fred's a good player. I need Diallo on now. I think Diallo would be nice, but I can't see him making subs. Do you think United want to score more? I think we should go and score a second because that just kills the game off. If we score a second, they have to score 3. but it's United. Pogba is world class. Love the stream. Thank you, Sandeep, for the super chat. It means a lot, and it's been amazing to see the decline of Serie A. It used to be the best league and the best players in the world. Yeah, Serie A has declined massively. It has. It's really sad because AC Milan, Inter, and Juventus was an amazing league for me growing up. We don't really need more since there aren't many trolls on here. I mean, yeah, we've been quite lucky actually. We haven't had too many trolls. You know, Fred is only good at breaking up the play. His passing is poor. I agree. Bruno gets the ball, plays it to Pogba, gets it to Greenwood. Greenwood's belly at the ball. Replace Fred with Van der Beek and push Bruno onto the right. You know what? If you're going for the win, you'd 100% have to put Van der Beek on for Fred now. But Fred's defensively okay, so I don't think he'll take Fred off now, and I understand why he wouldn't. We need the boys to score. I 100% agree. But yeah, thanks for the super chat, Sandeep. 80 minutes gone, guys. 80 minutes gone. How are we feeling? Are we nervous? I'm getting a little bit nervous because this is coming into time when Manchester United will bottle it. AC Milan looking for handballs and penalties, though. Have they run out of ideas? They've got players like Kessie and Kalinoglu and Teo Hernandez and Ibra, so I don't think you can say that. People saying bring Matic on for Fred. Yeah, maybe you bring Matic on. The only problem is you bring Matic on, we can see we go to extra time, which would be worse. Van der Beek needs to come on. Is anyone actually, you guys are like 40 seconds here, is anyone actually on the sidelines warming up or anything? Because it would be very classic Ollie if we made no subs. They're offside a lot. You think Rashford played for them. They're offside a lot. Only 13 likes needed for 100 likes, guys. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe down below, share this video and all of that, as it will mean a lot. I really want to hit 100 likes. Manchester United on the attack. Dan James plays it in. Not Dan James. I think that was Lindelof that plays it into Dan James. I think Lindelof's had a brilliant game. AC Milan are on the attack, though. Hernandez for AC Milan. They're playing around the midfield. United need to be careful. They're right there. They're attacking down our right-hand side. He's in acres of space. Zlatan's in the middle. We better pick up Zlatan. Well done. Well blocked. Well blocked. AC Milan have got numbers of men forward. With good position to counter-attack, but we need to clear the ball. Well done from Pogba. Good clearance from Pogba. Remove head and bring on Hannah Almost-Rab. I mean, that would be amazing, but it won't happen. We're doing well, but we need to stay awake more than ever. It only takes one lapse of concentration for Zlatan on the pitch. I absolutely 100% agree with that. And everybody liked the stream, and Hannibal is not in the squad. AC Milan on the attack. Not on the attack, they're on the ball. Plays a good ball in, but well dealt with. Greenwood gets it. McTominay. Fred's on the ball. To Greenwood. Greenwood's putting the shift, but he's barely at the ball. Greenwood gets it to Fred. Fred to Bruno. Bruno hasn't had his best game, to be fair. But it doesn't really matter if we win. Shaw gets it to Pogba. He tries to play in Fred, but we lose possession. Alice, would you have Lukaku back at United? I do not, but my friends are Inter fans, so we should have never let them leave. I think Lukaku was a great player, but Ollie preferred Martial, and at the end of the day, you know, Man United strikers don't get that much service. Cavani, Martial, Lukaku, Greenwood, I think they'd all live off scraps. So we got 70 million for him. It's just a shame that money went to the Glazers rather than investing in a player like Sancho. If you want my honest opinion, but I'm not that bothered that we sold Lukaku, to be fair, because I thought Martial was brilliant last season. Lukaku's a great player, but you know he didn't want to be here. Alice, we have 3 non-creative centre mids. If we add Declan Rice and Pogba leaves, who will create chances then? The thing is, the thing about a CDM is, if you play Declan Rice, you play Van der Beek as a box to box, and you play Bruno as a cam, and it just frees up. So we don't play with 2 CDMs, but McTominay can play box to box, and when McTominay plays box to box, he's quite good. It's just because he can play CDM on his right. I don't know what that pass from was like Greenwood passing to Man Saka was crap. Make sure to share the live stream, like and subscribe. Matic would bottle us defensive wise. He can't retain them all and move around. Yeah, I wouldn't put Matic on. I wouldn't put Matic on myself. But it looks like we've given a silly foul away. Dan James is having a bit of a mare today. I love Pulisic and Haaland in our team. I think Pulisic is a good player, but he's been poor this season. I'd love Haaland, but again, he might suffer from the lack of service. Yeah, again, Lukaku, he doesn't really suit our play style either. thing about the Pogba sub is he's been able to deal with the physical side of the game. Like, you can't push him off the ball. Dan James making a good run. Dan James keeps running. He loses the ball. Oh, puts it into Wan-Bissaka. Puts in a good cross straight into Donnarumma. Better play, though, from United. We've got over 84 minutes played, but AC Milan are on the attack. They're running down our right-hand side. I think that's Teo Hernandez. United players are getting back. Plays it. Diaz, straight deflection, but luckily it falls to Henderson. But that's a little bit of a warning sign from Milan. Oh, you meant the opposite. I think Matic defensively makes us more solid, but going forward doesn't do anything. Lindelof man of the match. I think Lindelof's been excellent today. Who's injured? Fred. Any winger from Chelsea would be smart signings, to be fair. There's much competition at the wings there. The Chelsea wingers, I think, have underperformed this season, but I still take Hakim Ziyech in a heartbeat. I think he's a really good player. I think Hudson-Odoi is a good youngster, but I think Ziyech would probably have a better impact on United. I'd probably take Pulisic as well. Pulisic on form is a good player. Haaland is the dream signing. He could do Martial and Cavani's job at once. Yes, but United strikers live off scraps, so Haaland can do the job, but will he get the ball? Like, Greenwood's barely at the ball today, and it's not his fault. He just had no service. As I saw Moises Caicedo play for Brighton's under-23s today, and he's a younger version of Pogba with great passing. He was only £5 million. The thing is, I was so shocked we didn't get Moises Caicedo because it was only £5 million. Pelestri cost £6 million, and Moises Caicedo is clearly a better player than Pelestri is. And we needed a CDM. Charlie McNeil is a great youngster. He scores a lot for the under-23s, but I still wish we went for Moises Caicedo in the summer. It's a £5 million signing. Unfortunately, Fred is injured, which means Matic could be coming on. I really hope Fred isn't injured because he's just got that energy. Because Matic is static Matic, as you call him. Hudson-Odoi is a top player. I do agree, but I don't know where he's probably getting over Dan James for United. I do bet Hudson-Odoi. Is Hudson-Odoi better on the right or the left? Are there any Chelsea fans watching? Does Hudson-Odoi a right wing or a left winger? Like, what's his better wing? Fred plays the ball to Pogba, who holds it off well. Pogba almost gets through. AC Milan deal with it. Okay, 86.5 minutes played, guys. At 10:45 UK time, my match reaction will be out. So if you're not subscribed, you might as well subscribe, because as soon as I'm done with this stream, I'm doing my match reaction. So, Pogba gets the ball. Pogba fouled. How is that not a foul? Were you blind? Stupid. Well done, Maguire. Wins it back. McTominay. Bruno gets it to James. James running. James is fouled. Now he gives a fucking foul. Good. James has no strength on the ball. I agree. We need defence. He could, you know what? You can make a defensive sub if he wants, but Diego says only 11 likes needed for 100 likes. We've got 40 people in the stream, so if you haven't liked it, let's get 100 likes, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Share this video. Pogba's on the ball to Bruno. Bruno puts in a brilliant ball to Dan James. Dan James with a cross. Pogba. Oh, loops over the bar. Who's my man of the match? Probably, I honestly would say Lindelof and Maguire have been solid. To be fair, comment your man of the match below. But no Donny. I'm sad because I feel like it's going to cause Donny to leave. I love Donny, and I wanted to play, but he's not playing. Hudson can play either wing because he can beat a man easily. He's one of the best dribblers I've seen along with Pulisic. Fair enough. I do rate Hudson anyway. I haven't seen much of him because he had that horrible Achilles injury. But I mean, I remember Pulisic towards the end of last season was like, Martial is brilliant. Pogba's made the impact, but he hasn't played the full 90 minutes. And Daniel James works hard, but lacks quality. Greenwood's on the ball. Greenwood plays it to Bruno. Bruno plays it to Daniel James. He plays it to Wan-Bissaka, back to Bruno. To James. To Bruno. Man United keeping possession well as well. We're nearly 89 minutes in. AC Milan have to score that out. Pogba. I'm nervous, but I'm getting excited. That's a foul on Pogba. It is a foul on Pogba. Pogba is the game changer, so I understand why he gets man of the match. And Lindelof has made good runs forward. Bruno takes a shot, deflection, Manchester United corner. United have a corner, guys. We've literally got less than a minute plus stoppages, okay, to see if we can go through. Now, it's not been the best game of football in the world, but we've played so much better in the second half. Zlatan has been quiet, but he hasn't had that much service, to be fair. Since we've gone a goal up, we've looked so much better. Is Pogba the difference? Someone's saying they've added 5 minutes. Of course they have. Not sure where they got that from. I think we're going to take a short corner. The thing about Pogba is physically, they've not been able to push him off the ball. And I think they're physically stronger than us, Milan. But Pogba's really helped with that. Pogba's holding up the ball well. Not a corner. Who remembers Masonda? Says Jetty Jack. I see. Would take the lad from Sporting. Sporting assures quality. What are we talking about? Someone from Sporting? I've missed a few chats, so I'm not completely up to date. But 6 more likes to 100 likes, guys, and 5 minutes of stoppages. Because I'm not sure where 5 minutes come from, but you know what it's like with us. So everybody hit that like button. We're into the final 5 minutes. We've got over 40 people on the stream. Can United beat AC Milan and knock them out of the Champions League? Well, we have a good record away from home. Ollie's made no subs. Surprise, surprise. But Pogba scored the goal. Pogba's made the difference. Now, come on, United. It'd be very classic United to bottle this, but we surely can't. But guys, if you want to see daily Manchester United content, you might as well subscribe to the channel. In an hour's time, my match reaction, 5 things you learn, will be out. So subscribe if you're ready for my match reaction. Hit that like button. All of that. Share this video. Alice, thank you in advance for another great watch along. Thanks, Andy, for joining in. But AC Milan on the attack. Zlatan with the ball. We've got 5 minutes to defend for our lives. Fred gets rid of it. And this is when I hate watching United, when we have to defend someone. Ollie masterclass in cutting 3 subs on added time. Yeah, AC Milan is still attacking. Zlatan. That's kind of sorry. Cassie puts in a good ball. Dino picks up. Dean Henderson's had a good game. You know, he cost us the first leg, but I think Dean Henderson's had a really good game. I think you'd expect him to make most of the saves, but he's done his work solidly. Even the offside thing, he came out his box well. Three minutes of stoppages left. Luke Shaw's got the ball on the left. Can United get a second and seal the game? No, but it goes out for a United throw-on, guys. 5 likes till we hit 100 likes. So we've got nearly 50 people on the stream, so you might as well like so we can hit 100 likes, guys. But United have got literally less than 3 minutes left to play. Can we knock Milan out of the thing? I won't look at the chat too much because I don't want to spoil it in case there's a dramatic ending. But Pogba's holding the ball really well, wasting time for us. He's doing a brilliant job. Fred, clear foul. My analysis is much better than ESPN. Thank you, Ali. But don't think a lot of people rate ESPN, to be fair. And we are winning this. Hopefully. Come on, less than 2.5 minutes. AC Milan players down. Oh, you know what it'll be? It'll be a bloody set piece. Last kick of the game will concede. It'll be a bloody set piece. And what have AC Milan got now? A bloody set piece. I'm scared, guys. I won't lie to you. I'm scared. Got less than 2 minutes. We've got to defend a set piece in the last minute of the game. And we bought this a lot. Who's he booked? He's not booked Shaw, is he? It seems like Man U scouts use Football Manager. Come on. We've got 2 minutes. I'm not going to look at the chat till full time, and then I'll read out some chat at full time. Corner. It's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. Come on, United. We've got literally a minute left. What are they doing? We've got a minute left, guys. This will be a massive win, like the commentator said. We literally got a minute left, guys. Pogba presses, he falls. Kessie on the ball. Milan have got time for one last attack. Can United defend this last attack? I swear if we bought this. Milan running up the pitch. Well done, Maguire. Maguire's had a brilliant game. McTominay, just get it into the corner flag. Kick up to James, get it to the corner flag. McTominay's still running. Go on, McTominay. He's been fouled. That's such a foul. Okay, guys, it looks like we've got this. We've got one last free kick. It looks like we've got this. We've literally got 20 seconds left to play. And Teo Hernandez has fouled McTominay. Let me know who's your man of the match in the live chat down below. As soon as I end the live stream, I'm going to be recording my 5 things we learned video. So that will be up in about an hour's time. So make sure you're subscribed if you're not, so you see my match review when it comes up in an hour's time with notifications on. Of course, hit that like button. Of course, share this video. Let me know who your man of the match is. But we've got about 2 seconds left. So when will the ref blow the whistle? But Rangers are out as well, apparently, which is good. We've got one last kick, guys. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. It's not. Yeah. No. Okay, it's full time. It's full time. It's full time, guys. So we have beaten AC Milan 1-0. We are through to the last 8 in the Europa League round of 16. Let me know in the live chat who's your man of the match, who you want to draw, and hit that like button. Subscribe down below. We're 3 more likes away from 100 likes. We've got 40 people watching. So if you haven't hit that like button, go and hit that like button. My live reaction is going to be live in an hour. But yes, you know, Lindelof and Maguire have been brilliant. Comment, yeah, man of the match down below. But Manchester United are through, guys. Guys, it's official. It's full time. We've got a 1-0 win. You know, Pogba made the difference. I thought Milan were great. It was a tough game, but I'm really happy with that. So yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe for my live match reaction. I thought Lindelof was brilliant. Maguire was brilliant. I think McTominay and Fred, definitely some improvements needed there. But I'm going to save my other thoughts for the match reaction. But again, thank you for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, share. 2 likes off 100. So just hit it now. I'll see you in an hour for match reaction. Thank you. Bye.